luck, good or bad for whatever is happening, but please do not mention specific numbers in chat during the show. I would be very grateful. With all of that in mind, we're going to put a marker right here for our awesome archivist, Dragon Rider X, letting him know we're getting into the game. I am going to tab over to this screen, and we are going to venture back once more into Waterdeep. When last we left our heroes, there was, well, an extra happened. When last we left our heroes, they had a that's not what I wanted. Sorry. They had a lecture meeting with Rachel the Page Turner, and they learned more about magic. And I think we're gonna pick it up right after that. So some time has passed since the last official episode. The afternoon has come and gone with the party trying to pursue their own ends and making various but not very much progress at all. And I think we pick right up outside the Bookworm's Treasure as you guys are coming out with your notes and your new books and ink all over your hands. What's the topic of conversation?
Lawrence is probably going to be poking Braden for, it's like, okay, what did you have in mind? You know, is there anything specific you wanted to focus on?
If you do want to focus on anything in particular.
I mean, I think I better read over this book first.
I
Where
think
are you
Connie's
guys-
writing while she walks in her journal.
Where are you guys heading while you're walking?
Probably back to the manor.
Back to Trosco Manor? Trosco Manor, that's right. Work has stopped for the day as the sun is setting. So there's still, like, as ever with construction areas, they've just kind of left the projects to be resumed first thing in the morning.
Yep, so walk around sawhorses.
Exactly. But the entire area has been roped off. So now there is the remnants of the City Watch cordon at the front of the alley, and then the entire area around the manor, which is also the front of the alley, is now roped off as well. So there's just tiny little thoroughfare that people can get through unobstructed, which is causing frustration for some people. But
Feel bad for anyone who tries to get through with any sort of cart.
yeah, exactly. Like, it was a tight squeeze to get into the alley with a cart anyway. Now it's, like, next to impossible.
Or it's single file almost.
As the evening kind of picks up, and you guys make your way back to the manor, you do see, like, a small parade go by the main street in front of the alley, with, like, masked revelers and, like, a brass band, like, going through the streets, trying to,
What
like...
time is it about, by the way?
It's sunset, so, like, 6, 7 o'clock.
Because I wanted to get to the city of the whatchamacallit.
City of the Dead?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll take you about an hour to get over there, but yeah, you leave now, you'll get there by nighttime.
Cool. I'm gonna go do that.
Okay, so Connie just immediately fucks off.
Oh, guys, I gotta go do the thing.
Wait, are
And I
you
don't
going
know.
to
And I'm pretty sure Pierce said he wanted to come with
Yep.
me to do that. When...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna go do the Emerald Enclave thing.
Well, I ain't letting you go and do that alone. Especially if you need to deal with the undead.
She's got Pierce with her.
Aye. The squishy boy.
There.
Point.
You need to need somebody to watch your back.
Aren't you supposed to report to Lady Stone Marrow?
Oh shit, aye. She's
Well,
had
the
to
Lady
stick
Seminar
around.
is coming here.
Yeah, and Braden's saying he's gonna go with Connie and Pierce to the City of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And she chose Braden to go on Night Watch to give her the info.
No, she just said, like, you Night Watch, and it's, like, for what? She didn't actually say what it was for.
She didn't say Night Watch, she said Night Shift.
Night Shift.
And what she said was, do any of you keep late nights? And Braden said, I do. And then she pointed at him and said, all right, your night shift.
Aye.
That's all you know.
She didn't say she was coming back to talk to me or whatever.
Oh, she did. She said she was going to come back tonight.
Alright, I missed that.
Night Shift and the Black Viper is my favorite comic book.
There you go.
Ooh, that's good.
So, is anybody going with Connie besides Pierce?
Lawrence is probably gonna duck over to the markets and see if there's any metal he can pick up.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Anything. So probably iron or something, so he can start making the flatware for Trollskull Manor.
Ah.
And he also wants to fix up Stock's shield.
Generally, flatware is made of silver because it's easier to clean.
It depends what it. It depends on what price range you're looking for.
That is fair, but
Because steel is also a thing, if I recall.
Yeah, there. Steel would make sense too.
well, silver's antibacterial. It's antimicrobial.
True.
And
Silver's
if
also
you're going to be
quite-
running a public tap room,
Good point. Okay. It'd be, get the ball rolling, get things
I
done.
guarantee you every piece of flatware in the Yawning Portal is made of silver.
Silver ore, and then also fix up Soft Shield while I'm at it. Then
You going to work during the night?
just a short bit,
Okay.
just to get things started.
If you want to go to the market and get some supplies, that is completely fine. I am curious, though. Ember can only get regular deliveries. There is a Quarryman's Guild.
Sure,
You,
but that's for the steel and steel.
you are in a position to get that stuff wholesale. Literally, all you have to do is fill out an order form.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean, you have to pay for it, but like,
Right, and all I've got on me is like 40 gold.
how much silverware are you gonna make, dog? My point is, as a member of the most careful order of, I almost said Mages and Protectors, of finesmiths and metal forgers, you can do the guild thing. You can do the wholesale thing.
Oh, well, shit, that makes life a little bit easier then. I hadn't even considered that.
Well,
Because apprentice and not master. I'm still, working on the guild dues thing.
that's true. Which is why you will need Master Embrick or Master Avi to sign off on it. But if it's your journeyman's test,
True. Okay, yeah, I'll just do that then. So I can at least get that ball rolling. But I still want to fix up Soft Shield.
Okay.
One less thing for us to worry about.
you want to do that during the night, is what I'm hearing.
It wouldn't take me very long.
Yeah, it would.
It would?
Yes. It was damaged by acid. It's not hammering
No.
out dents. It was
Yeah,
eaten
fair.
away by acid.
Heck. Heck. Alright, in that case, Lawrence might just call it a night.
And so I got a message from Salk, who crashed, who said that he's going to go head over to Mert's place. I'm going to assume, unless I'm told otherwise, that Rock is going to go with him. So we've got the twins going to the docks. Oh, that's the thing. The Harpers were advised to stay away from the docks, and Mert's mansion is at the Sea Ward. I'll talk to him when he gets back. Lawrence, you're going home. Braden, you're staying in the manor. And then Connie and Pierce are going to the City of the Dead. Are you going straight there?
Me?
Yeah?
Probably. It's already getting close to sundown, and city's big.
Okay. Fair enough. So then I think we stay with Braden more or less alone in I'm assuming the tap room of the Troll Skull Manor.
I think you'd be like walking around the manor, like expecting the work that they've done, seeing how well it's.
Okay, so you have to like leave the tap room, climb up the external stairs, look around upstairs, and then go back down.
Yeah.
You know, the first day obviously would be a lot of removing all of the bullshit. Broken glass, broken take out the carpeting, take out the damaged floor, all of that stuff. What's interesting is all of that has been done. You're walking around like bare rooms as opposed to picking your way through trash and debris like you were the last time you were upstairs. Like even the like rotted out beds and stuff have been removed. Like everything has been removed. Now, obviously it's not ready to be furnished. There's still water damage, and you can see where some of the work on that has been started. You can see like piles of supplies, but it's like very professional, right? Like the piles of supplies are like in the hallway, ready to be taken into the room that they needed, etc. You also find like several like makeshift home bases set up for the various guilds that have been working, with their plans laid out on them, just for anybody to see. Obviously, they were locked up in the building, but yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to take a look at those, you can. You see several of like bits of paperwork. They're like I don't think they brought one of those trailers that is like the makeshift office that you see in modern construction. I think they were just using one of these rooms as the like foreman's office. So you see like a bunch of papers and like a little desk set up. And it's been shared by the various like people. You can see each one has their own little sections. Of course, the dwarf carpenter is using like a whiskey stone as a paperweight, because of course he is, and all that. And I think as you're like looking around, do you like stop to read any of the papers? Like I'm not gonna be like, you find that they're taking all of your money. I'm just wondering if Brady stops to read the papers.
Look and skim over them a little bit.
Okay, so you hear a voice from the vicinity of the hallway behind you, say, well, at least it's a start. And you
look up and look around.
Yeah, you turn around and Rainier is like leaning on the door frame with his arms crossed and like his legs, like his feet crossed, doing the pirate pose, right?
Right.
And he nods at you and he says, "I'm not here to arrest you."
Oh, that's good news at least.
Going to be harder to find a place to sleep now that everything is open. I'm still welcome to rest here, right?
I mean, just as long as you don't cause us any trouble. And he shrugs.
I didn't try to call you cause you any trouble the first time.
I know, you did try and take Lawrence back.
Mm.
And explain to him.
Now, I do what I have to do publicly, but as far as I'm concerned, we're both off the clock at the moment.
Yeah, I was just inspecting the place, seeing how things come along. Maybe
It's
just be
your
the
house,
first
by all means.
Aye.
I just wanted to make sure that I could make myself scarce.
Yeah,
By
you're
the way,
still working.
have you been downstairs? Like downstairs in the cellar?
Not yet. I came up here to take a look first.
Right, that was the first place I went, obviously. Dark, easy to hide, lay out a bedroll, whatever. Who's the poor sod that took a toothbrush to that place?
We had asked Rochelle if he could clean it up using magic.
Oh!
Forgot how long it was going to take.
Thank the 12. That makes much more sense, is much more convenient, and I feel a great deal less sympathy. He did a good job. Really.
I'll need to take a look at it then.
I mean, clean stone. You don't see that every day. What have you found out, if anything? Or are we continuing the investigation? Am I still working with the KnightLites? What's going on? Things have been a bit crazy the last few days.
I have the whole Zentarum Harper thing.
Did they tell you, by the way?
They've told me a lot, it depends on what, what it was.
That it's a very bad time to be a Zentarum.
Yes, I seen that in the paper.
Alright, good.
Because they're fighting on the inside as well. And he
Yes.
rolls his eyes like, of course they are.
As well. Well, yes, obviously they're going to do that with the power vacuum and all, but did they tell you to avoid... And he, like, points, and you see that he's wearing, like, a Venetian mask around his eyes, like Robin.
Yeah, they told me to put on the mask, just let's stay
Right.
out of public
Did they tell
areas.
you to avoid other people in masks?
No, they didn't.
They're Harpers.
Aye.
You're not.
Yeah.
Decidedly not. Where is everyone?
Well, Sockham and Rockham have went off to get wine for Durnan. Connie
Alright.
and
That seems safe enough.
Connie and Peters have went to the name
City of the Dead?
City of the Dead to deal with a contract that she's working on.
Contract for
And I'm
whom?
The Emerald Enclave.
Emerald Enclave.
Something about helping the night.
That doesn't narrow it down a great deal, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name.
I should probably go and check in on them a bit later then. And Lawrence?
He's turned in for the night.
What are your plans aside from staring daggers at my back? Preferably staring, not throwing, but we'll get there.
Of hanging around here because Archmage Stonemarrow said she was going to drop by later.
The gargoyle is coming.
Yes.
Well, I think I will be venturing to the City of the Dead sooner rather than later then. Good luck with that. Why, precisely, is Archmage Stonemarrow coming here?
We may have accidentally summoned her earlier this morning.
How did you manage that? Oh, I've missed a great deal, apparently. And he, like, stands up and, like, he's chuckling.
Yeah. Oh, well, apparently she had left, well, she was the previous owner of this place.
Not exactly. She was a
Not
previous
exactly,
owner.
but yeah. And apparently one of her portraits were enchanted and she could see us through it.
Yes, if one is an archmage, they tend to have enchantments, and when one is a professed enchantress, they tend to have more. Yes?
Yeah.
What did she want?
She was angry that we woke her up.
Oh no, when did you do this?
Like I said earlier this morning. Or this afternoon.
You did it at high sun. Like, puts a fan to his face. I need to set you all down and have a long conversation about notable names in Waterdeep, because apparently none of my superiors are doing it for me. Alright?
I mean, like I said, it was an accident. We didn't actually mean to, like, bring her here.
Yes, and I remind you, most of the things that you wind up sticking your foot in, you have done by accident, Master Koi.
I mean, fair.
Archmage bloody... Alright. Alright. I don't think any of the Lords of Waterdeep could have foreseen you managing to accidentally summon Archmage Stonemarrow. She was decent, I hope.
Yeah, she was.
Must have been a shock.
It was when the when the picture started moving and gave Sockham a hell of a growl.
And so she's coming here tonight to yell at you for
I honestly
something?
don't know. Before she left, we were talking
Right.
enchantments to see if we could enhance her gear, but she
then
didn't
she
say
will
why
likely
she
be
was coming
coming
back.
to speak with all of you about buying some enchantments. I would get some money, Brayden. I would get some money, and I would gather your friends and have them. I am going to be nowhere near here when she finds you alone with no gold on hand. I believe I have a rendezvous with the City of the Dead. Good evening. And he starts to leave.
Yep, well, good luck with that. Wish me
I'm
luck
just
as well.
going to be far away from here.
and exit Rainier, pursued by Gargoyle.
Outside of the blast radius, hopefully.
Yes. So you're just like, and there goes Rainier. All right, cool. You're mulling over what he said, and almost immediately you hear a door open, like in the hall. Like you're upstairs in the hallway, right? Or you're in one of the rooms. You hear another one of the doors open, and then you hear footsteps.
Just like poke my head out the doorway.
Yeah, you see, just completely nonplussed, you see Esvili Rosnar, like in her noble outfit, just like walking up the hallway.
Oh, fancy seeing you here.
Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting in that room for you?
No, you could have given me a heads up.
It's your house.
Yes, and there's work being done in case you haven't noticed.
How do you think I got in?
How do you think we didn't notice you?
Was that rain in November?
Yes.
I'm so glad he didn't go wandering. Thank you for being closer to the stairs than me.
You're welcome.
Right, so let's go.
Where?
The next job. What?
And he just looks at her like perplexed, just like, really?
Yeah. Why not?
Well,
Hey.
shit.
Again, you need to give me a heads up on these things. Why not? Is because I have a prior engagement at the moment.
So?
This woman.
Does the name Stone Marrow mean anything to you?
Not really.
Then... okay, fair enough. She's a dwarf, and she would probably kill me if I stood her up.
All the more reason for you not to be here.
All the more reason for me to stay.
She can't kill you if she can't find you.
And if I piss her off, I won't get enchantments. Well, the KnightLites won't.
Can you pay for enchantments?
Me personally at the moment, no.
Then we need to go do a job.
Also, not exactly sure if she would be able to find you anyway.
Exactly. However,
She's an archmage. She's an archmage, and she's seen your face. She can find you.
just hang around here for a bit, and I'll talk to her, and then we can go.
Repeated castings of message at max volume.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. That you probably just gave the fox an idea, Gracie.
Oh,
but
that's
damn, it's
incredible.
amazing.
I'm sorry. I can no longer escape the idea of Madame Stonemarrow walking through the streets of Waterdeep screaming, "Braden Coy is a bitch-ass motherfucker, and this is a call-out post."
Yes. Hang around here.
I mean, it's not like anyone's going to see you.
There's nowhere to sit. There's nothing to drink.
That's wrong. We have to.
Without the work
That's-
crews, I'm noticeable.
I mean, that's not my problem. You came here unannounced.
You came to my house.
Yes, but I asked first.
Your conscience is going to get us both killed.
I mean, probably, but
Why are you meeting with an archmage anyway?
like I said, enchantment.
She's in the Order of Protectors. You're
And
Zentarum.
yes, and she doesn't know. And even then, money's money.
I can't even steal from her.
I mean, that probably wouldn't be a good idea anyway. She has a giant steel golem.
That's precisely why I can't steal from her.
So you do know who she is?
No. But you said that she has defenses. I assumed an archmage would have defenses. I'm not going to go around stealing from Archmage Safar. Though, with your help.
No, that's a bad idea. No.
Not from her person, from her house.
Again, that's still a bad idea.
Why?
That's a worse idea.
One, it's Archmage Shafar, and two, do you really think our house is unguarded or left enchanted with wards?
I assume she likes you.
I mean, I'm not too convinced on that one, but she at least tolerates me.
Alright. So where are we going?
For the moment, I'm staying right here if you want
Yes,
to.
after your bloody
leave.
meeting, where are we going?
Well, I suppose to your next job.
Which is? I chose the last one, it's your turn.
I chose the last one. It's your turn. Oh my god.
The audacity of this one.
Yeah.
The audacity.
She's the youngest character in this rogues gallery that I have. What do you expect?
It's also adorable and hilarious at the same time.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Like, out of everyone in Waterdeep, the one most likely to flirt by stealing from you is Esvile.
Mm-hmm.
She fills me with a pain I don't know how to comprehend.
It's called psychic damage, motherfucker.
No, the fox fills me with psychic damage.
Nowhere in mind. Nowhere at all.
I have something I need to do, but
I'm
I
listening.
honestly don't know whether you'd be up for it or not. Especially given your reaction.
Go on.
Well, you know we're looking for the stone, aye?
Alright.
Well, I've managed to get some help in finding it, but in return they want the name of one of the Zentarum leaders.
I know two of them.
How much would that information cost? If you...
What?
Roll back. And what two do you know?
Idrid Thorn and Schema Weird Bottle.
Yeah, know those two already.
Shit.
I've got 4 of them, there's apparently a 5th.
What for do you know?
Well, Zaraj being one.
Okay.
And Davil, who is dead,
Devil's not dead.
looks at her.
He's in the custody of the City Watch. He's not dead. Devil's
Where did I
Song is
hear
it Zentarum?
Wait, shit, who was meant to be dead?
Nobody. Devil got God. Is
Okay,
what
that's my bad.
Is what I said.
You said
yeah.
he got, and to me that meant he was killed.
No. He got captured by the City Watch.
Okay, my bad. I thought he was
I
dead.
thought he was out in Neverwinter.
No, that's Daggle.
That's Daggle Neverember, not Davil Star Song.
Oh, okay. I was mishearing names.
Yeah,
Apologies.
no worries. Zarasa Hunter, Devil Starson, Itcher Thorn. I might help you with your enchantment problem. You've given me 2 more names for my list. I have buyers.
Well, if you can help, that'd be great.
I mean, I can't help you right this minute.
Aye,
I have to go
obviously, I know.
sell the information.
Yeah. And then it's just that last 4th one that we need to... Well, I need to figure out.
Alright. I'll help you.
That was easier than expected. I had a feeling I had to try and convince you.
We're partners. She raises an eyebrow at you like, duh? Did you miss the whole I'm not wearing a mask, I took you into my secret lair?
Yeah, damn it.
You missed... Oh. Right, so a few days ago...
I know.
We're partners.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'll sell these 2 names that you gave me, split the money with you, then we'll go find your 5th. Why do you need it? I mean, obviously it's worth a lot of money, but why do you need it?
Like I said, the person who I'm getting the name for is going to help us locate the stone. And apparently they've got a lot of power behind them.
Mert?
No. He doesn't even know we're looking for the stone, I don't think.
Don't underestimate him. It's very, very easy to underestimate a Harper.
I would think that him being right hand to Lord Laurel Silverhand would be enough to not underestimate him.
Makes you wonder who her left hand is, hmm?
I'd rather not figure that out at the moment.
You're picking things up faster than I expected, that's good. No, the reason that I'm actually here, aside from taking you to the next job, because you need someone watching your back, partner, is because it's very dangerous for you to go out on the street.
I know the whole Zentarum bullshit that's going on.
So I thought I'd keep an eye on you.
Thank you very much.
That being said, if an Archmage is coming here, and now you've given me this valuable information, I think I should go and get it off my hands. Besides, if you were caught here with a noble, that would raise some questions. And I don't need another paramour.
No.
My family certainly doesn't need another scandal. Not that it would be a scandal. You understand what I'm saying.
I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. But a noble being with a KnightLite at this point, I don't think anyone would be surprised with the reputation we're building.
There was nothing about a KnightLite. She was actually a Zentarum and a half-orc.
That's valid.
She's human, I remind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, she doesn't care, but she's noble.
She doesn't care, but everyone else does.
Exactly.
Gotta keep up appearances.
Is Rainier coming back?
No, because he heard the name of Stone Marrow and took off.
Right. Let me
A lot of
rephrase
people
my
don't seem
question.
to like him.
Let me rephrase the question. Is he coming back ever?
Yes.
Then we need a safe place to meet.
Rainier already knows. He's fine with, well, not fine with it, but
Knows what?
I don't cross him, he doesn't cross me, kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, the
That's
resources.
fantastic for you. What about me?
You've got a hideout.
Do you mean to tell me, sincerely, that you're going to make regular stops at my family's manor? Somehow I doubt that.
I mean, fair enough. We do have like plans to open up the basement, maybe stick a hidden room in there. So when the renovations are done,
The Black Viper doesn't do basements.
well, that's the safest place I've got at the moment.
I'm not looking for safety, I'm looking for privacy.
It's the most private place I have at the moment.
We have bathrooms.
You are terrible at this. You have no idea what she's referring to.
I think you just, well, I only got into Waterdeep, like, what, 2 weeks ago?
No. She puts a hand
I
to
know,
her face and sighs.
I know exactly what she means. I am playing
Yes!
the full tour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to make a deception check? All right. You have advantage because she believes you're that thick.
Which is kind of amazing in itself.
That statement had double meaning.
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
That's so perfect. That's so, even with advantage, that's so perfect. So she like sighs and then she like chuckles and you see a smile spread across her face and she goes, all right, point to you. You still have a tell.
I guess I'll need to work in removing it then.
Wear a mask. Like,
Fair.
honestly, are you going for the whole... She, like, only in posture, because she's about 2 feet shorter than him and about 100 pounds lighter, but she poses like Zaraj. And she says, are you going for the whole brooding half-orc motif?
I mean, I've got the half-orc part down, just
Do you
like
want it to
jokingly.
do you want it to define you?
No, I'd rather my skills though.
Then wear a mask.
I'll need to get a hold of one first, because I'm pretty sure wearing this Harper mask isn't a good idea.
That would be hilarious, actually. But no.
It would, but it would also draw attention.
Yes, that's why it would be hilarious. I'll see what I can do. I like the green cloak. Magic.
Aye.
Suits you. I'll get you something. In the meantime... She sighs. Fine. 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 I have a partner. I need to be more open. Fine. When are we going out on the next job?
I suppose tomorrow. Well, aye, tomorrow night.
Alright.
Because as far as I know, we've nothing except for just this investigation, which must
For
be
the
taking
time
place during the
being,
day.
come to the manor tomorrow night and we'll talk.
Okay.
Actually, make it tomorrow afternoon so that we can do the job in the night.
Aye, got it.
Are you going to be alright here?
Aye, here I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Positive. Unless Stone Marrow kills me, but I don't see that being an issue.
One last thing, as she's starting to walk like down the hallway towards you and past you.
Mhm.
One last thing. In the room back there, on the windowsill, there's blood?
Looks at us like there shouldn't be unless one of the workmen cut themselves.
You tell me?
So I'll go take a look at it.
Yeah,
So
as you
that's
walk past her, she
running.
kisses you on the cheek.
Aww.
And he just stops and looks at her, just like.
There's still actually blood on the windowsill. But, you know, I'm leaving, so... And she just walks off.
He just stares at her as she walks off. It's like, what the fuck?
The audacity.
For guts. Points for the cheek.
The audacity. I want one.
Do you want one? Is that what you said?
Black Viper plushie's now being sold.
Yes!
I thought I was muted.
So if you go into the room, you do see what she's talking about on the windowsill. On the bottom and on both sides, there are little red stains in the wood.
How old do they look?
Maybe a week.
So they've been there for a while.
This is the window that Rockham jumped out of.
Ah, that makes sense.
Which one did Rockham dive out of? With
This
the
one.
I think you look around, see where it was. Just ah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, that's what happened.
Now that we have perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was hiding in the aforementioned crate-filled room, and you were in the paper-filled room where you found the trunk of papers. That's where you had the conversation with Rainier, and then she came out of that room.
Okay. I'd let us step back and look around. So I'm just glad there's no more mimics left in here.
Well, don't say that, because no one's gone up to the turret yet.
Yeah?
Connie did.
Connie
did
did.
you? My bad. My bad.
So, are you still standing near the window?
Yeah.
Cool. You hear thumping from the street.
I look at the window and look down, see who's banging on the door.
You look down, and you're met with the visage of an iron golem.
Well, shit.
Well, looks like Stone Marrow's here, and make my way down.
Yeah, you head down, and yeah, you see a much more put together Stone Marrow. Let me grab her stats again for myself, because I will fucking forget if I don't do this now. There we go. Ukuria Stone Marrow is her name.
Mm-hmm.
And she is much more she's still scowling. She's got that permanent scowl on her face. She can't really smile. You can see that she's trying to, and it doesn't really work because her face is paralyzed. But she's much more done up now. She's wearing a fine robe with much like what Rashal wears, with the symbol of the Order of Magus and Protectors on it. Her hair is pulled taut against her skull, coiled into a braid, and then that braid is put into a bun at the back of her head. And she's carrying the Waterdeepian equivalent of a box of donuts and one of those cardboard things for coffee cups.
Mm-hmm.
She's basically bringing food. And under her arm is this, it's a tome, but it doesn't look like a spell book. And she nods, and she said, smart of you to lock up. Most people leave it unlocked for the work crews. That's how things go missing.
Well, I figured let's stick around and just make sure everything's alright.
Well, I'm here as I said I'd be.
And we have to apologise again for waking you so early.
I know how I could be before I've had a cup of coffee. Speaking of, and she like holds the cardboard coffee cup container like out to you.
I'll take it.
Have you had coffee before?
Probably not.
Okay, so it smells really good, but it smells weird. Because coffee's kind of a singular aroma, right?
Aye.
And she like, you take the cup and she nods at you and she says, "I've got additives in the bag. Get the door."
Aye, I'll walk up, unlock the door for her.
Unlock the door, open the door. Yeah, the shield guardian like stands off to the side. She like bustles in, finds like the bar top, sets the stuff down, sets the book down, turns around, and she said, "Right, where are the others?"
They went off to do some errands.
I told you I was coming.
You pointed at me and said, right, you, like, night watch, and then you went. You didn't really explain what you were doing.
Aye, the night watch wakes up the others.
It looks at it and it's like,
You're a bunch of
shit.
traveling adventurers, right?
No, we're actually visiting.
Aye. Traveling around, solving problems, being adventurers. No?
No, and it like explained that they're there to see Lawrence and that they weren't exactly planning on staying long, just kind of shit went sideways very quickly.
Not staying long. And you inherited this Trosco bloody manor.
Like I said, we weren't planning on staying long, just things are as they are.
Alright. Are you staying now?
Well, I plan to, and I'm pretty sure Sock'em and Connie do.
Alright. Yep. One will do, I suppose. Show me the color of your coin.
And he looks at it and it's like, we did mention that we didn't have the money at the moment. We would need to gather it.
Alright. Fine. We'll say that one's on Nokoria. I was half asleep. Wonder why that was.
Again, we're sorry. We had no idea the painting was... It's besides the point.
A bit. So, what can I do you for?
Well, seeing as how I myself don't know what can be enchanted and what with, let's start with that. As in character and out of character.
Enchantment is complicated, but versatile. It's why mages are mages, wizards are wizards, and enchanters are enchanters. It's its own discipline. I can take something mundane after a certain level of quality and make it extraordinary.
As far as I understand it, Rockham, well, now Sockham's, no, wrong way around. Sockham's axe, now Rockham's axe, is enchanted as well. It's like it can spit electricity.
Your cloak is enchanted. I can tell that from here.
Aye, that as well.
But enchantments are expensive. And if you don't have the right color of coin, then I can't help you right now. What I asked you was what I can do for you at the moment.
At the moment,
If nothing, then perhaps you could do something for me.
and what would that be?
I did some looking into you and your friends. The KnightLites.
Yeah.
Fancy yourself heroes, do ya?
Well, from what we've done of late, whether we do or not, it's kind of irrelevant.
Your children.
Maybe, but we've been through a lot together.
And more's the pity. Problem is, aside from your heroic exploits, I cannot find anything about any of you, except Parnassus. Now, the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors were known to know things about Waterdeep, and yet I cannot find anything about the KnightLites. Makes me a mite nervous, you might say.
Why is that?
Because there's a very short list of entities and individuals whom I can't find information about. Xanathar, Zentarum, the Masked Lords, and now the KnightLites. What do these individuals have in common, do you think?
Well, Xanathar and Zentarum, they're secretive. And usually seen as being like shrugs, and it's like a bad thing to have around.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So now we have you and your friends on that list.
I would like to say that we're at least open about what we do. Especially
What is it that you do?
Well, since we've gotten to Waterdeep, I suppose helping the populace.
The small one, with the rat's nest on his head, is already made a captain. In
I know,
Frost Grey.
I'm as surprised as you are how quickly he's rose up those ranks.
There's
He's only here
impressive and there's suspicious.
I guess Archmage Safar's just took a liking to him.
No accounting for taste. But either way, it's a bit strange. Almost like he knows the ins and outs of Waterdeepian politics.
Well, he's here in between studying at
And
his
it's a
school.
funny thing. We've been looking for doppelgangers. 6 doppelgangers, in fact.
And he like looks at us like, and what, you think we're them?
Group of nobodies shows up out of nowhere. Shows entirely too much skill for their apparent ages. Knows the ins and outs of Waterdeepian politics. It's not enough to write a search warrant, but certainly enough to pull a barrister's ear. I don't suppose you'd be agreeing to a blood test.
And He just holds out his hand.
Quirks an eyebrow at you.
I've nothing to hide. On you go. He's holding out that arm that doesn't have the.
Yeah, right. Like you just like she was not expecting you to call her bluff.
I'm calling it. It's like here you go.
Yeah,
What test?
she reaches for the other cup of coffee, like takes a sip from it. All right. Well, I'll hold you to that. I don't have the supplies with me at the moment.
And I'll give the others a heads up that you're, well, I suppose, don't trust us.
I'm a protector of Waterdeep. I don't trust many people.
Granted, it's smart.
Let's say, for the sake of fairness, the blood test came back negative and you're not the bloody doppelganger that I'm looking for. Do you know about him?
I've only heard their names in passing. I don't honestly know where you could find them at the moment.
Make a deception check.
I said at the moment.
Yeah, make a deception check.
Dice, don't fail me here. Shit!
Wow.
Yeah,
The
so
ever-present sound of betrayal.
her eyes narrow. We'll come back to that.
Uh-oh.
I hope that you and your friends don't intend to account in existence at Master Zembrakanov's good graces for your entire stay here. You should find a steady job. Do a great deal to foster goodwill.
Well, a few of us have joined some guilds. They've done some work for them.
You haven't.
No. I'm more helping the others with their tasks, if you like, in fixing this place up.
Must have been expensive. She looks around. How'd you come into that money?
All about that story.
Hmm?
One of the tasks that Pierce had been given by Mr. Safar was to investigate a dragon in the harbour. Apparently their skills go for quite a lot.
She nods at you. You wouldn't happen to have any more? Just to corroborate your story.
I actually do have one. I have one in my bag.
Do you want to pull it out?
I'd pull it out and show it.
Her eyes get just like all the way big. She's still scowling because she can't not.
Widest dinner plate. Well,
Huge.
probably saucers for her head.
Yeah.
I don't know how big. I don't know if it's just height or like the size of their head. I don't know how this works.
You killed the dragon.
No,
So, love.
we actually talked to it and it left.
She reaches for the scale. Do you give it to her?
Aye, I'll give it.
Takes it. Looks at it. Just the one.
Oh, that's the one I have left. We traded a few of them in. Don't know if any of the other ones have any left.
To whom?
Some
Mostly
to
Rashal.
Aye, some to Rashal, one or two to
Did-
Laughably done it there.
I was wondering about those. That was you.
Aye.
Turns the scale over in her hands a few times. Sets it on the counter. You can call that a down payment.
And pretty much the rest of the money came from doing the jobs for the guilds.
For what it's worth, you should consider some wards on the doors and windows.
Would it not be better doing that once everything's been fixed up?
Aye. I'm not gonna do it tonight.
Fair enough.
But at 300 dragons per ward, I'm not going to get a better deal.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I need to talk to the others about it.
She takes another drink of coffee.
I let Baden would take a sip of the coffee that she had given.
I mean, you didn't add anything to it, so it's just like black coffee.
Aye.
That's probably what Brayden liked. Anyway.
It lets it sip, looks at it, it's like, it's an odd taste.
Right? I spoke to Archmage Sapphire. Apparently, Captain Avro is off the hook.
I don't understand what he had done in the first place.
Ever heard the word jurisdiction?
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Imagine if the baker has made deliveries to an address for, let's say, 20 winters. They always pay in advance, always leave glowing reviews, and then one day, an upstart opens a bakery across the street, starts delivering to that same address unbidden, unasked for. The first baker would be a bit cross, no?
Aye.
That's jurisdiction.
Oh, so Pierce overstepped his boundaries, if you like.
She nods.
Ah,
The investigation, granted, was outside of your door, but it was a matter for the City Watch and the Order of Protectors. And here comes some false grey upstart, with hardly a winter behind him. How are we supposed to feel? I don't much care if he's good at his job. He didn't ask. He just jumped in. I grant you, he saved lives. That should have been the end of it.
yeah.
Looking over Blastwind's notes, I realized a few things. What precisely is the Stone of Galore?
It like gets a look of like, ah, great name.
that
Explain that.
struggled look of panic. Fuck.
Aye. Aye, the stone's powerful artifact, to put it lightly.
Hmm?
From what we had found out, one of the people that got fireballed in front of our door had it.
Why?
Apparently delivering it to us, and he like shrugs and it's like, I have no idea why.
What does it do?
How do I explain it?
Preferably with the truth.
Well, from what Rochelle had explained from it, it can, while you've got it, you can't be charmed or frightened, and you can cast Legend Lore up to 3 times a day.
She's not gonna
Oh,
ask
right.
what Legend Lore is.
Yeah.
But she does look surprised that you know those words.
Mm-hmm. Found out by Rochelle casting Legend Lore to figure out what it was.
Alright. And you don't know why this Dalekar was bringing the stone to you?
Not a clue. We've got suspicions, but none of it concrete.
Go on.
Well, from what we had learned before, like Daggalt had it. Well, Daggalt never ever had it before it was brought here.
Lord Daggett Neverember.
Aye.
He was the open Lord of Waterdeep for a time, before Lord Silverhand took over.
And from what we've heard, he done a shit job at it.
Be that as it may, he's still a noble, still a Lord of Waterdeep, still Lord Mayor of Neverwinter. The name demands a certain level of respect.
Benji.
It's fair.
Tell me about your friend Rainier Neverember.
Yeah. First we'd seen him is that we'd saved him from a bunch of what was it called?
Kenku, according to the reports.
Aye, the birds that can't talk except for mimic voices.
She nods.
And from there, he's actually been helping us with the investigation, and also to find the stone.
Well, I think we all know why Rainier wants the stone.
Aye, the vault.
Again, she looks at you like you should not know those words.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably, we're also hanging around with people like Rochelle, so and Rainier.
True.
This woman is treating us like we're that little kid that the old mystic says, that boy has an old soul.
That's because that's how she sees you.
It's great.
Why were you, your friends, and Rainier seen outside of Grauhund Villa after it burned down? You weren't inside, were you?
No, fuck.
How'd I word this?
Deception?
Just like flat no, and then just hope your deception goes through.
I mean, considering my deception roll so far, that is a flat. Fuck.
I mean,
something
it's your
close.
only. I don't think. I don't think that she's gonna take you being there as a good thing.
I
You could go,
mean,
You could go
As
with
close
yes.
to the truth as mine?
Yes, I was there with the Black Viper.
You could go with yes. I was there with my friends in the property.
Alternately, as close to the truth without lying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, I was there with the
because
Black
I
Viper.
heard-
Take refuge in audacity, see if she goes for it.
Or alternately,
Ooh,
I was there
that's
because
an
I heard the Soda Galore had wound up there.
Alternate idea. Oh, lunch. What the fuck, Frank?
Well done.
I'm sorry,
Greg.
I had to step away a second. What answer did he give?
He hasn't yet.
Hasn't yet. We're discussing one of their answers.
Mm-hmm.
You could say Connie's a medic, she wanted to go help.
That's true as well.
Like she said, why were you and your friends seen there?
I
Didn't she?
don't think this many people coaching Brayden is fair.
It's that's fair.
I mean, to be fair, none of them have brought up what I was going to say.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say we had got information that this stone was in possession of the Groundhounds. By the time they got there, it was on fire. Or done.
Do you say that?
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's technically true.
It is technically true. Now, who could have told you that?
Who was it? I got the information off on the shit.
It's Vile.
Oh, we're fuck.
Yo, who the fuck is this Vile again?
The Black Viper.
Yeah. I think you just let it say it. You know, there's name. Do you know who the Black Viper is?
Yo,
Holy shit!
Hold on.
Damn.
Go somewhere with that. Give
Yeah,
me a minute.
I think she raises both eyebrows at you, like she doesn't say a word. She's just staring at you, like.
Staring judgmentally.
I was not expecting you to play that card. Go on.
This is becoming the Kronk rates your cock move.
I just,
He's putting
hold on.
all the meat on the table.
I was like, shush. Well, you might have heard Rochelle had a bit of a run-in with her after she overheard us talking about,
Aye.
because she knew about the stone. Well, we rushed over there, made sure Rochelle was alright, and I took off after her. I caught her.
Make a persuasion check.
Aye, it's like I caught her and interrogated her on
I
shit that
was
she knew.
not expecting you to go that route. Interesting.
No, it's technically true. Make a persuasion check. Let's see if she believes you.
Ah!
Yo, wow.
Not bad. I almost believe you. The
He
Black
looks
Viper has been
like
dead
I'm
for over
actually.
10 winters.
I missed the last bit.
The Black Viper has been
actually
dead
cheated.
for over 10 years.
Well, someone else is taking up the mantle.
Is that so?
Aye, well, apparently.
And how much do you know about this individual?
A bit.
They're basically Waterdeep and Batman.
Aye.
Feasibly next to nothing.
You
That
see
they
her
are
you see her
all-
like reach into the her purse effectively, and she pulls out a notebook that you have seen Rochelle and Blastwind use,
Mm-hmm.
and she flips it vertically and starts writing.
It says a bit, most of all, that she's not to be trusted.
Of course not. So it's a woman. Writing something down.
Either that, or they're just very good at putting on a woman's voice. Looks at Kit.
I'll take it.
There's a lot of audacious fucks here.
A little bit.
Oh,
How much do you tell her about the Black Viper, or is that literally it?
that, and she seems to have an interest in me.
Now why would that be?
He like gestures to himself.
You see her, like, her eyes wander over you and then back to your face. Her face is unreadable because of the paralysis, but, like, she writes something else in her notebook.
Does do her eyes show emotion?
I mean, she's been doing this a long time. So, yes, but she's practiced at it. She says...
So you can basically read the emotion off her face a little bit, but you have to be very perceptive.
Yeah, you would need to make an insight check with disadvantage.
Whose scene is this anyway?
What?
I said, whose scene is this anyway?
Fair. So she says, well, if a wanted criminal has an interest in you, the Order of Protectors is in a position to offer you, well, protection. I would be happy to give you the address of one of our resource centers, where you can have round-the-clock care until this criminal has been brought to justice.
I thank you for the offer, but I can't take care of myself. And if not, I've always got my siblings on hand.
Like right this moment.
I mean, right this moment, I've got you. Unless you're a doppelganger, I don't have anything to fear.
I don't think she has prepared snark for that. It takes her a minute.
So how many times am I getting hit in the head with a stick?
Right. So, I'll be speaking to Captain Avril at length, at both of our convenience, about this investigation. Though, kindly pass him my regards, and tell him if he wants to leave it to the professionals, that would be very wise. When your associates, siblings, friends are gathered, do give me a call. I'm happy to give you my business.
No, make sure to do so.
Cloak fit well.
And it ruffles it a bit, and it's like, yeah, it does its job.
Good. Whoever laid the enchantment the first time didn't do a very good job. But I took care of it.
What?
Did you think Rashal sent it to?
And the look of like, he looks at it, he just like looks at it, it's like, that's the fair point. I must say, your handiwork's definitely, well, enchanting.
Well, we definitely know she can find you whenever she wants now.
So I think she like reaches into the bag, pulls out like a bear claw, bites into it, nods at you, and starts walking towards the door.
Oh,
Aye, let her go.
And you hear the clank of the shield golem walking away.
It's
And-
like, fuck.
What?
Forgot to ask, how do we get a hold of her?
probably the painting.
The painting. I was muted, and I said the painting the moment you said that.
I'd be more concerned about the when than the how.
Probably middle of the night. Considering she naps during the day, I took notes on this person.
Wow, Pierce learned. It's like after that one event, which he didn't have his notes. He learned.
You get bitten by the spider, and then you know not to fuck with spiders. It's good.
Yeah.
Felrune's folly moment, anyone?
So, I think as the clank of the shield golem fades away, I think we tab over, we crossfade over to the twins. I think we're gonna go see the twins. And
Has Connie already done her thing, or
no,
Not yet.
okay? Just wanted to know what happened. So
Rock and Sock, you're headed towards the seaboard to go to Mert's Villa. With Caro walking behind you. And Rock turns to you, Sockham, and he says, "Should we be going so close to the docks?"
I think we'll be fine. We're heading to a lord's house. We should be okay.
Do we know he's a lord? Do they know he's a lord? Isn't that worse?
I mean, we got told he's a lord by a lot of people.
Okay. He puts the mask on that he got.
And plus, we have Azure Edge literally watching our back. So,
Technically, I'm watching where you're going. You'll have to turn me around. By the way, I never got those flowers.
you didn't. On our way to the
Sorry to interrupt, but Kit, when you done that voice, it went dead staticky.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it got pretty, unintelligible.
Better? Better?
Like, it seems like you turned the wave reverb way up.
I
As
did,
soon
and
as
I
it
turned it
comes
back down.
As soon as it comes on, for me, I don't get static. You just get violently loud.
Well, yeah, it's a massive reverb. It's got a bunch of boost on it. Okay. Noted. Thank you. Sorry. So anyway.
Hours.
So Rock puts the mask on, and then he says, "This feels a little unnecessary, given, the way we look, and also Caro."
I mean, yeah, but look on the bright side. People will look at me and go, "Oh, there he is, Rock'em Zuma."
That's kind of the problem, isn't it?
No, you'll be perfectly safe. People will think you're Sock'em, the dimwit. Won't they?
oh god.
What?
You messed up the paper.
I didn't talk to the paper. That was Lawrence.
I'm gonna fight Lawrence.
Oh, fuck.
I went and got my part in the play, and what did the person in line say to me? Hey, aren't you that boy, Rock'em Zuma? It was a debacle. I wanted to cry.
Wait a minute, I'm not a dimwit.
Of course not, brother.
And neither are you.
That is something Rockham would say.
Yes, it is. I'm trying my best. Thank you.
I think Sokka has this moment of, yes, thank you. Like that brief choke up, yeah, thanks.
Though,
This is too great.
is it really a good idea to go to the docks? I mean, we were specifically told not to go to the docks. The last time we were specifically told not to do something, it wound up being the greatest adventure of our lives, but still.
Well, look at it
I
like
fucking heard that. Who dropped something?
Hang on.
What did you drop?
My bowl, don't worry about it. Oh, God.
potatoes everywhere. Holy, what
He
the hell?
keeps dropping his fucking.
Oh god, are there potatoes everywhere?
Every single time, it's just a different meal. Hang on. There's Keto everywhere.
Then stop putting food on whatever you're putting your plate on. Clearly, you can't balance it.
Anyway,
Pizza on your plate, next to or on the arm of the sofa.
Anyway,
look at it. Look at the way I'm looking at it.
I'm gonna get more Keto. I'm gonna be right back.
We're not going to the Docks Ward. We're going to the Sea Ward. Completely
Well,
different.
ducks are at the sea, but I. All of this for some grape juice. We could just get it at the market.
Dernan wants the very specific brand I brought him last time. For money. I don't plan on buying wine to get money for wine. When I can just get it from Mert's house. He said we can take it.
Yeah, did he say we could go back and take it? And also that was before there was fighting?
He said we could use it as our clubhouse and that we were allowed to take the stuff as we please.
Again,
Because
fighting.
Mert's really-
Again, Harper. Like, and by the way, we still need to talk about that.
I mean, yeah. Sure. But look at it this way. When have we ever had a trouble fighting?
The sewer? The
All right,
bookshop?
We kicked ass in the sewer.
Kicked ass in the bookshop too, but still. Oh, the farm.
Yeah, the farm was a little iffy. But, I mean,
And
we can
also,
handle it.
we fight out here, we get in trouble, and then take money from us, or yell at us, or drag you away. Again, by the way.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. The drug to food was just
Would
rude.
it not
Like,
be better to avoid the fighting?
probably, but look at the position we're in. Waterdeep is a very complicated city, and at this point, it's clear we can't make progress unless we buy it.
Why do you want to make progress?
Rockham. There's an there's an absurd amount of money hidden somewhere in this
We don't
city.
need money.
No, we don't. What we need is what these people need is their money back. I don't know fully who Rainier's father properly is. I don't care. I don't like him. I don't care for what he's done, and I want to undo it. It's an injustice, Rockham. I can't just let it stand as it is.
What about the injustice of 5, I guess, because Lawrence is not coming back, of Amber Ridge's most important people being across the world for way longer than we meant to? And some of you are putting down roots.
For the record, Pierce was never coming back.
You're one of them. And you didn't ask me.
Well, I know I didn't ask. I'm 16 too.
At this rate, I'm going home by myself. I thought, of all people, my brother would help me convince the others. You were, like, one of the first people to jump ship, and now I don't know what to do. I don't know who you are.
Suppose I looked at this city and thought, here it is. I can be a hero. And I'm getting a little lost in that. But I feel like I've dedicated myself to this much. At least returning money to where it belongs. once that's done, honestly, I don't have any issues with going back to Amberridge and staying for a few more years.
What if something else comes up?
If something else comes up, they have the entirety of the Harpers, they have the Watch.
They have those for this. What if, when we finish this, just something else happens? A dragon comes out of the sea, or that hole in the tavern, like, something comes out of that. Again, by the way, again. What if you keep finding excuses?
I don't know. Welcome. I want to be hero, Welcome. My name needs to be in those stars just as well as the others we met. Maybe I am too young, but if I can do this, maybe next time I come back, I'll have a little more respect to my name. Maybe... I don't know. I don't. But I can tell you, family will always come first.
Really?
If I have to choose between
Because we left our family. We were supposed to get the supplies mended and then go back. Like a weekend trip.
And then we got asked for help. And we're still helping. And I feel at this point we're dedicated to helping.
And I feel like I'm the only one who wants to go back home.
I will go. I'm too young to be a hero. Welcome. I understand that. Once this is over, if I can help it, I will go home. For at least a few more years. Just right now, this is a
Saw.
prime opportunity.
Paul's getting old.
I know he's getting old, Rockham. I know he is. I can't. I'm not. I'm strong enough for a lot of things. I'm just not strong enough for that. I don't want to go back if I'm not. My goal has always been be as strong as Pa, and I'm just not. I've never been. Rockham, I can't. If I go back and I lose him and I'm not strong enough to handle it, I can't leave.
What if you lose him while we're out here doing stuff that doesn't matter?
I don't.
Like, how would we even know?
I think, like, Sockham just stops wherever they are.
We left in the winter. It's spring. It's almost summer. I think. Hard to tell with all that water. It's gonna take us at least a season to get back. I get it, there's more stuff here. Maybe too much.
Just don't know, Rockham. I don't know. I've never been the one to think in the group. I've always been the one to just do. Because the moment I start thinking, I start overwhelming myself. I plunge head first so I don't plunge backwards.
Alright. But no one else in the group is thinking about going back. They're thinking about another day here, another season here. Like, Lawrence, fine. Pierce, okay. Connie's gonna go with Pierce. Now Brayden is staying here. That's just us. And then you signed up for this Harper thing. And now it's just me.
I told you, Rockham. Harper's our means to an ends for now. Like I said, Rockham, I'm just not strong enough to handle it yet.
And you think stealing wine and turning it into gold is gonna make you stronger?
I think helping people like we
Who
are.
are we helping by doing that?
Getting the money can give us a lot of avenues to finding this vault. Whatever the hell a vault is.
It's a big box.
Still, if this money can help us find it, good. If I can get the money inside back to the people that it belongs to, good. If I can get all of that done before... I think Sokam just, like, starts rubbing his face, like that iconic rub people do to not start sobbing in the middle of the street.
Yeah, right. I'm going back in high summer. You should come with me.
If I'm done with this by then, I will.
I know what I said. Roll a D100 for me, Sokam.
Oh, goody.
Okay. So you look around and you're standing in front of Mert's mansion.
Well, I might as well get the wine I came for.
I'll keep watch out here.
I think Sok does this, like, really, like, almost like proper fatigued little, like, mimic of what Mert did and just pushes the door open.
Yeah, you push the door open. And step inside. And I love the juxtaposition of Sokam walking into a darkened version of Waterdeepian glory, right? The dilapidated Waterdeepian glory that used to be Mert's mansion. And Sokam staying outside. Like, I love the poetic irony of that. You go into the cobweb dusted like room that nobody has been to in ages. Make your way to the kitchen, to the trap door, you pull it open, you go down into the cellar. What do?
I think Sokam packs his bag with, like, 5 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Just sits down on the bottom step down there. Just, shall we say, takes a little bit to himself.
Yeah, sure.
He just... Meaning he's going to take the time to just sob his fucking eyes out.
Okay. So I think you take a minute, and then you hear a familiar voice say, I can't exactly look away.
Right. Sorry, Azraj.
What
Is
was
that-
all of that about?
You're not from Waterdeep. We're from a little town called Ambridge. We were supposed to just come here, visit Lawrence, get him to repair some things for the village, and have ourselves a little time, and then go back. Now we're much deeper in it than that.
Is that such a bad thing?
To my brother, yes. He's obviously afraid he's going to suddenly lose everyone to this city. Frankly, I don't blame him.
I certainly am in no position to speak of Ambridge. Never been. But Waterdeep is arguably the finest city in the land. There is no brighter jewel.
I don't doubt it. It's just
There are worse places to be consumed. It's not like it's Baldur's Gate.
keep hearing bad things about that place.
It's awful.
How do you know? You've always been here, haven't you?
Men don't travel.
That's fair enough.
Not as far as Ambridge, but he traveled.
We were supposed to come here and just have our business, have our little trip, and then go home. Now we've entered what's slowly becoming a full-on internal war.
I think I would be terribly bored in Ambridge. I think you would be too.
It's hard to be bored when there's no one around you but the people you know and love.
I don't know, sounds rather boring to me. Perhaps if it's all you know. But you don't. Not anymore.
What I know for certain is I'm not strong enough to head back and face Paul without being more. After I came back from Valorhome, I decided I was going to have a talk with Paul about why he just suddenly up and changed who we were, why he separated us from the clan, why he pulled Granda from the mountains. But
Why haven't you? You've
Because
got
if
an
I had-
accomplished wizard in your inner circle of friends?
because I'm afraid. Last time I saw Paul, one of the things I told him was,
Sarcom.
there's no prey too large for a hero.
Fear is not becoming a defender of Waterdeep. Let me tell you something that I learned, well, before Meadow. Something I heard when I was recently constructed, but the effect is the same as being a child, I suppose. You can be frightened and sit on these steps in the dark, or you can be frightened and accomplished. being frightened doesn't go away. It's what you do with it. Or in spite of it.
Suppose that's why I want to crack open that vault so badly.
If you are afraid of facing your father, no vault of dragons, no great heroic acts will make you less frightened of facing your father.
What I'm terrified of is facing him, returning while he's sick and on his final winter, seeing him and hearing him ask from what heroic things I did for taking so long, and then having nothing.
Then why are you here?
Because if there's anywhere I think I could get that something to tell him, it's cracking open that vault. It's finding it. That's why I need the wine. I need the money. We need to find a way to buy ourselves information. We need to get to that vault. We need to... I think like building himself up so much like this, he gets himself a little overwhelmed, and he just reaches out and smacks a wall again, like he did in
Yeah, totally.
Braden. Just against the wall. I'm sorry. A little unbecoming.
No one here but me.
I hide it rather well, but I get overwhelmed easy, funnily enough. Like I told my brother, I don't think much for that fact. The more I talk, and the more I do, the less I hear myself in my own mind.
I don't agree with a lot of what your brother said. But I agree with one thing. Nothing you do here will be enough for your father. It should be enough for you.
I suppose if nothing else, you hold a point. You and my brother.
I do disagree with almost everything else that he said. Amber Ridge is... Well, far be it from me to speak of a place that I've never been, but the word inconsequential comes to mind. We're dealing with forces here that shape the world. And, alright, apparently I agree with two things. There will always be another call to adventure, and you should meet it.
As I told Rockham, I want to go back, and I want to be there for the final years.
And do what? Herd sheep for the rest of your life?
Like you heard me say, I just want to be there for the final years.
And then what?
And then probably come back here. Heed the call.
Seems a rather roundabout way to get to the same point. Yes, fine, honor your father. Honor your brother. But make sure that he's honoring you. They do not control your destiny. You do.
Oh, this is why I don't think I have too many options.
Fine. I will leave you be. I've said my piece. Suffice to say, it's not about the wine, and it's not about the gold. And you know it.
I feel like there's like a long sigh from Sokka. He just looks up, snags another bottle for himself.
Yeah, right?
I'm going to bed drunk tonight.
On one bottle of wine? No way.
It was enough last time.
Sokkum is an athletic Goliath. There's no way one bottle of wine is going to put him out.
Moreover, with the new abilities, of his,
Exactly, yeah. You are
Fair.
resistant to poison.
includes booze.
That's true. Though he's not really aware of that.
True.
He's thinking to himself, this got me drunk last time, I'm just gonna down it when I go to bed, and I'll just
Fair
pass
enough.
out.
So you come out of the cellar. You see Rockham inside with the door closed, peering out a window.
Sorry, what was that?
You come out of the cellar and you see Rockham indoors with the door closed, peering out a window.
Rockham, I thought you were staying outside.
Puts a finger to his lips. You see Caro in the gloom behind him in the room as well.
Gets Azure Edge ready.
You go over to the window, I assume, and you look out and you see just a gang war, just a street brawl of like two sets of 5 dudes, just clubs and fists just in front of Mert's house.
We're orange out there. Bit of the old ultra violence.
Which way does the door into Mert's house open? Like,
I know what you're asking. The bay is behind the house, so it opens into the city. Unless you mean literally the door. In which case the door opens inward.
I think Sock's gonna, like, quietly shrug to Rockham, grab one of the chairs from the, table, go set it up to block the door, and just go sit in some corner and drink.
Right, he sit down and Rockham like comes in, Caro pads in after him. So we're just gonna wait?
Might as well.
Thought you said we didn't need to worry about fighting.
We don't. We're not worrying about it, are we?
I guess not.
I
What are you
blocked the
doing?
door. I blocked the door, so they'll have to come in through the windows or another door if there is one. And then we'll have to worry about fighting, but I doubt they're going to do so.
So we're just going to wait,
Probably.
drink, and what, play cards? Do you have cards?
I don't think I have cards. I have ball bearings. We could play marbles.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, I just love that.
Just
Draws
draws a circle in the dirt, and you guys are gonna play marbles while there's a brawl outside. I'm into it.
do y'all do like a dexterity check to see who wins the marbles?
No. I don't think it's relevant. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna cross fade over to Connie and Pierce.
Right.
Okay.
Listen, Listen, I told Rockham we weren't gonna have to worry about fighting, and by God, I'm gonna keep that up.
By the way, Brayden, Rock, and Salk, you guys have inspiration.
I already had it.
Well, fuck.
Same here.
Connie and Piers,
Hello.
you guys are making your way to the City of the Dead.
I asked the question backstage. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I did not. What was your question?
After the Emerald Enclave, will there be time before nightfall so I can go see Trench?
No, it is nightfall.
So we need to
Overnight
hurry.
shift.
We need to hurry. Yes.
Furthermore, you are Nightfall.
God damn.
Also true, yes.
I was.
If you didn't say it,
biting
I
my
was
tongue
gonna-
and not-
So, you guys make your way. It's like at sunset when you get to the City of the Dead. There are like guards at the gate as the last of the parishioners like leave for the day. And like I think it makes the most sense. You come up as the like city guard is like closing the gates.
Uh-huh. Did we go see the Emerald Enclave?
Yeah, you did previously.
Okay.
Okay. I think, like, before they close it, I think Connie's gonna be like, excuse me, sorry.
A little bit late, miss. I'm afraid you'll have to come back tomorrow.
No, actually, I'm here. I'm supposed to help, the knight.
We have business here.
Ember Dawn with the undead problem.
Who?
Apparently, there's supposed to be a knight here dealing with undead, and I'm supposed to help him. I'm with the Enclave, you see.
I can go ask, but the City of the Dead's big. Are you alright to wait here?
Sure thing.
And he gives you the "I'm not paid enough for this shit" look, and like
Sorry.
adjusts his chain coif, and then backs off. Like he's on that side of the fence, and he backs off into the city. How long do you wait?
Let's start with 5 minutes.
Okay, nothing happens in 5 minutes.
10.
Okay, nothing happens in 10 minutes.
What's Pierce's familiar's name again?
Good question,
Lavina.
Lavina.
You think Lavina would be able to spot him if she took a flyover?
No idea what he looks like.
Pretty
No,
sure.
If it's the City of the Dead, I feel like a knight would be kind of obvious.
I mean, if you want to try for it.
I can make my familiar fly up and take a look around.
The City of the Dead. Let me just refresh you guys. Let me bring you over to the map. Come on.
It is pretty huge, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. Hang on.
It's an entirely own ward in this city.
Yeah, it's its own. So like,
oh, that's really big then.
let me just there. There's the City of the Dead. And for
that is ridiculous.
for comparison, that's the Castle Ward.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you do the arrow thing?
You click on the symbol that looks like a power button.
All right, so
If you notice,
I see it.
just a little. It's just shy of being just as big.
Yep.
Which one is it? Like, I hover over the power button thing.
Just click
Snap
it.
center.
That's all you gotta do. Just click that. You don't need to click any of those. Just click on the power button.
All right, so the Castle Ward goes from here to here, or does it go all the way over here as well?
It goes all the way over. Everything that's the same color.
So all of this is Castle Ward.
And all of this is the City of the Dead.
Oh wow, that's 3,000 feet.
Yep.
It's less than a mile wide, but you know.
Yeah, it's
Still
big. So I mean, if you want to send Lavina, feel free. I'm just letting you know what you're up against.
If I realized it was that big, I wouldn't have sent it.
can enter the fly up and see what we can see where we're
I
from
mean,
where
maybe,
we're
like,
standing.
you've never been here, Connie. Why would you have like you're standing there, like you're standing at one of these gates. You're like, how big could it be? And then the camera pans back. Like that, it's perfectly reasonable.
You just sent
Yeah.
that. You just
So,
sent that watchman on another 4 hours of duty.
Not technically wrong. He's gonna be like, is there a knight here? A knight? Anybody see a
Hello?
knight? Yeah, exactly.
Is there a knight not yet dawn here?
All right, so
It'll be dawn by the time that guy finds them.
Do you have any idea where in the City of the Dead they are?
Out of character, I'll check my notes. In character, I hope.
See? The City of the Dead is huge.
Like, did they
But
mention?
I still say it is 100% reasonable that you would not know that until you got here.
Yeah. Did he
You guys
say...
and that knight are probably going to end up finding that guard.
So, did he say? Did they say a specific grave they were going to? Anything like that? South, north, east, west.
Not in my notes.
Nope.
I suppose the next best thing is to hop in and start looking.
There's still guards by the gate, by the way.
We should have went in earlier, hid, and waited for it to close.
Ah, well.
So, as you're having this conversation, I think either the same guy or a guy who looks remarkably like him like comes back up to the gate. He's got a lantern now, and he says, "Oh, you're still here. Good. Sorry. What name did you say?"
Connie Gambleton.
Pleasure. The Knight.
Everdawn.
Everdawn. Not been here before, have you?
Shake said no.
This is a district of the city.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Where were you supposed
Sorry
to-
for sending you searching so long then.
I mean, it was only about 15-20 minutes. So, I was hoping you could give me something more to go on. Your grave, a
Sorry.
location.
Out of character, checking my notes again.
An affiliation, perhaps?
Yeah, I think, apparently he's affiliated with, Kellamapur. But,
I'm sorry, that doesn't narrow it down very much.
sorry.
Kellen Farad so popular in the City of the Dead.
Alright, out of character, I'm a bit stumped.
Who are you with? You said something about undead?
Yeah, I'm supposed to help clear out the undead, the Emerald Enclave sent me.
Enclave? He perks up a little bit and he nods. We weren't told to expect you, but... You Enclave too?
No, I'm Force Grey, but I'm accompanying her.
Wait... He holds the lantern up a little bit higher. You're the heroes of Undercliff.
Oh shit.
Recognition.
He's. What did you say? What did he say?
You're the heroes of Undercliff.
He gives a slight nod.
I'll have to escort you, rules and all, but I don't see any harm in opening the gates, gentlemen. I look. The other two guards on your side of the gate look back at him like, what? Like, I'll take responsibility for them. Open the bloody gates. Okay, just I open the gates for you.
Out of character, Archmage Stonemare is going to be pretty cross with this guy.
Oh yes.
Oh boy.
What the fuck were you doing, Jackson?
This man
Heroes of Undercliff, shut the fuck up.
This man is gonna get punched by
What do you think I did?
a mech is gonna sock this man in the mouth.
Come on, we're going to find this knight of yours. When did he die?
No, he's still kicking.
He's here to clear the undead. We were sent to assist.
I thought I said that.
You very well might have. But when you hear the same thing every day, it kind of goes on repeat.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
Right, so you're looking for a Kellenvarite here to kill undead.
Apparently there's a necromancer about.
I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. But I did hear someone raving about that. Where was he? He was... That was days ago.
Yeah, I should have gotten here sooner. Things got complicated elsewhere.
Duty calls.
Mm.
Right. Umbradon. Everdon.
Sir Ambrose Everdon.
Clips the lantern to his belt, starts walking. You two follow him. And yeah, like every 10, 20 paces he passes another guard, and he's like, "Hey! Someone here named Everdon? What are you talking about, Jackson, and who are they? Enclave! Looking for Everdon. When did he die?" And this goes on and on. This happens every single time.
Oh god.
Nobody knows. Well, my next idea is find someplace high and shout.
I do have one other idea, but it'll cost me a spell slot.
What?
I have a way I can send a message. It's not guaranteed to arrive. Suppose I could tell him to meet me back at the gate.
Last I heard, the post is rather slow. At least for something like this. If you know his address, why are you here?
Let me start over. I'm a druid. I can send a little critter to deliver a message. It just might take a little while to deliver.
Don't much like being called a little critter, ma'am.
Not you. Actual critter, like a
I
bat
got
or a
him!
bird
I
or something
killed
like
Pearson
that.
Trace Scare! Got him!
So loud. It hurts to laugh.
Like
Sorry,
a bat or a bird,
you were saying,
or,
Pierce? Or you were saying, Connie? Sorry?
like a bat or a bird or a mouse or something like that.
At this point, Pierce has sent his familiar up, and it's starting to circle outward.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Just any sign of things that are not guards, like people moving around?
And
Anything-
actual and for that matter.
Well,
Yeah, actual undead or a knight, for example.
okay.
Like
Uh,
anything that's not supposed to be here.
roll a d100.
Roll a d100. Ah. Let's see. Just
Okay. You don't see anything amiss, and you don't see anyone that you could pick out as not being a guard.
I'm just gonna keep circling for the duration of this conversation.
Okay. I'm not much good with animals, but I could try to catch something for you.
Let's see, it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
So any like bats or beetles or anything about?
Probably? Like, in the vicinity of you, probably. Within, like, mundane guard catching distance, no.
Range is 30 feet.
Probably. Probably some bats
So-
flying overhead.
So I think I'm gonna like point out a bat and just kind of like squeak at it briefly, like, "Hey, you, come here."
Okay, so you point at it, and he, like, turns. You see him, like, gearing himself up to go chase this bat for someone from the Enclave. And then it flies towards you, and he stops, and he goes, "Druid." Right.
Nods.
The bat lands on your gauntlet, and then flips upside down
Because bat.
because bat.
Right. So whereabouts are we in the city? Okay. Right. So any like obvious landmarks around here?
There's a statue in that square.
Cool. What's the statue?
Some dude.
Is there an inscription?
Probably, but I don't know what it is. Connie does. I don't.
Fair enough. So I think she'd say to the bat, "Hey, this is Connie Gambleson. Sorry it took me so long. I don't know where you are. I'm at the statue of so-and-so."
Okay.
So if you need me, meet me there, and I'll send the bat off.
Cool.
Looking for Knight of Kellum, what's his face?
Kellimvor.
Yes,
A Kelimvorite knight.
Limverite Knight.
Okay. Don't you have to specify a target for the animal messenger?
No, I specify a description, so I'm gonna specify a man, dressed like a knight, probably with Kellum. Why can't I pronounce that word?
Kelimvor.
Kelimvorite insignia.
Okay. How long do you wait?
Well, it'll search for up to 24 hours.
What I said was, how long do you wait?
That's a good question. Let's start with 5 minutes.
You will not get a response in 5 minutes.
How long do you wait until the knight shows up?
Yeah, like, that could totally be an answer.
Pierce's familiar still circling.
Yep. What's basically gonna happen is Connie and Pierce are gonna fall asleep under the statue back to back, and then they're gonna be awakened in the morning by Idrid Thorn.
Yeah.
Connie's
Like,
gonna
at
wait.
some point, my familiar is going to go over the entirety of the City of the Dead, and I'm going to be like, he's not here, Connie.
I need to
Well,
know
see,
how
you-
long you wait, Constance.
Let's go for half an hour.
Okay.
All while she's apologizing profusely for taking up the guard's time.
I mean, the guard has fucked off.
Okay.
Like after you send the bird away, the guard is like, "Am I needed anymore? I've been on my shift all day. I'd like to get home to my family."
Right. Sorry for the extra trouble.
And then
Get home.
he just fucks off. So you half hour, nothing happens.
Any ideas?
I'm willing to wait as long as you want. I'm gonna keep searching with Lavina.
You want to keep waiting?
Pierce is already taking a seat by the statue.
Nice. Gracie?
I do have a plan D, but I have a feeling it'll be less effective than plan C.
Okay, how long are you waiting?
Unless Pierce is getting impatient or wants to try something else, she's gonna wait another half hour. And then I think she's gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, so you wait another half hour, nothing happens. You can't speak with animals. What do you talk to?
Maybe like, are there any mice or anything running around? If not, she'll go for another bet.
I think you're more likely to find an owl than a mouse.
Let's go with an owl then.
Also, I'm pretty sure the City of the Dead employs cats. Like, literally, I think that's somewhere in my notes that the City of the Dead employs a shit ton of cats.
Cool. So yeah, then I think she'd be like, "Hey, cat."
So
I think the owl might have been more likely to see something.
So
True.
you call for the cat, and the cat looks over, and it... if a cat could make the surprise Pikachu face, it does. And just because I know that eventually Ryan Reynolds wants to voice this show, I think Ryan Reynolds as a cat says, "Did you just understand me?"
Actually,
As a small side note, cats can in fact do that face.
I know.
It's cute.
Fun fact,
Ryan
I
Reynolds as a
learned
cat
this
is not cute.
Because,
Violet
I
cat
learned
is
this
not cute.
because
I will agree with that.
my cat sniffed the big toe of a girl I used to date, and she looked up. My cat looked up at us doing that face. I will never understand what was wrong with her toe. That
The fact, I
Perfect sense in context. So
Anyway,
anyway.
oh, my
so
phone.
the cat says, "Did you just understand me?"
Yeah.
Cool. I want food.
Of course.
right. Hold that thought. And I think Connie like starts pulling out some jerky.
Cat runs over. And as the cat's running over, it goes, "Hey guys, this one has food!"
Oh my
Oh, no.
god.
And about 6 other cats come running.
Hang on, Connie.
Yeah.
Connie's surrounded by cats.
Sell the food for information.
Yeah. Have any of you guys seen a guy in like knight's armor, probably running around fighting undead?
Yeah, sure, totally. Give us food.
Did you see which way he went?
Yeah, sure. If that gets us food.
I think she'll like break off a piece of the jerky and like hand it to the person who said they saw him.
Yeah, well, they're all like chorusing, and now they chorus louder. Pierce, from your perspective, Connie is surrounded by cats. One of them is trying to climb up her cloak, and they're all yowling at her.
Okay, right. Can you waste another spell slot to call for an owl? Because I don't think this is working.
Connie has a cat on her head.
Hey, he'll pick up the cat, drop it on the ground before it can claw him.
Where did he go?
So
I'd like to-
I think when you pick up the cat, Connie, you just hear angry swearing. And then when Pierce sets the cat down, he goes, "Man, fuck this and fuck you!" And he just runs off. Meanwhile, all the rest of your new friends are just like, "More for us, food, please."
Connie's breaking off little bits and pieces, trying to make sure everyone gets some, but she's like, "Cool, which way did he go? How long ago was this?"
Yeah,
Et cetera, et cetera.
so every single time you say like, "Which way did he go?" like, they each give you a different answer, and then you say, "How long ago was this?" and each of them gives you a different answer.
Sigh.
What spells do I have prepared?
Fireball.
Rude.
No.
I would not fireball the cats. Though I do have something that's kind of funny. I have grease prepared.
Oh no. Honestly, create water would also work.
Create water would also work.
I create water. Splash. No more cat problem.
I think I'm gonna tell Connie to like grab hold of the statue. I'm gonna use a first level spell slot and cast grease on the ground around these cats.
Okay.
Because these cats are not helping. Like, I'm listening to Connie and she's not getting any information.
Connie, are you getting any information?
That depends how much the GM gives me.
I told you.
Yeah, these cats are not helping you.
Completely different answers. Is there any way I can thread these clues together, or is it just nonsense?
It's just nonsense.
These cats are begging for food. That's all they want.
Yeah, because cat.
Yes, exactly. Like, unless you're getting anything useful from these cats, I'm gonna scare them off. I'm not
Right. I think she's gonna keep trying until she runs out of the stick of jerky, and then at that point she's like, "Oh, that's it. Too late. No more."
What do the cats do now? Before I grease these cats, what did they do?
Before I grease these cats. There's Pierce's cup right there.
I'm sorry.
Before I grease these cats, what did I do? There's Pierce's mug right there.
That statement has a double meaning.
I think we have your new name for tonight, Nightfall. Just Nightfall.
So okay. So what happens is Connie says no more, and she has about 15 tail up, back arched, growling cats suddenly turn on her.
Okay, I'm casting grease as soon as I see that happen.
You cast cast grease. Okay. So
And that was the day.
has anyone ever seen a gif of a cat falling into a bathtub with about 3 inches of water in it?
Yes.
Oh no!
Imagine that in the middle of the
15
city of the
cats.
dead
It's 15 cats.
with 15 cats.
It's a half second hesitation, then flail.
And Connie has Speak with Animals on. So what you hear, Connie, is first it was no more food, but you're made of food. Get her, boys. And then you hear, what the fuck? 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 What the fuck?
I love it.
Oh, those poor cats.
They were about to. You heard with Speak with Animals that you were made of food. And you still say those poor cats.
No, fuck you, Jerry.
So these cats go tearing off in every direction, spreading the grease with them. Connie, you're covered in grease. Pierce, you're covered in grease. And you're also...
It only hits the floor.
Yes, and then cat paws.
Oh no.
So
And
smears
also,
everywhere.
you're potentially facing a fine for defacing a statue.
And now I cast Prestidigitation to clean it all up.
Just gonna hide all of this? Nope, nothing happened. Nope, nothing happened.
Where's the nearest rug to sweep all this under?
Casper the Friendly Ghost, hovering above the statue, is pissing himself right now. Like...
This is why Prestidigitation is so great.
This is the most entertainment these spirits have had in a very long time.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Now, Prestidigitation only cleans like a 5-foot area.
Yeah, he just has to keep casting it. It's a cantrip.
It's a
It's gonna
cantrip.
take you forever.
Not really.
Yeah, I think Rashal has something to say about that.
It'll take him about a minute total.
Yeah.
To clean all the grease.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grease
So
is a
there-
limited range.
So is there actually a Casper floating above the statue, or is that just
No!
flavor?
At least not that you can see.
Right.
What do you think this is, Witcher?
Ha!
All I can think of is that no one consulted Leaf.
So I think so you wasted a spell slot, and you have nothing to show for it. How long do you wait, or what do you do now?
Well, the cats didn't work.
Familiar.
Now I'm looking for an owl.
How long does Speak with Animals last?
10 minutes.
A minute?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
I think the owl, whoever you call so all of that, is probably also pissing himself.
I don't think it's an owl. I think you get like 3 crows that have like landed on a mausoleum across the way, and they're just laughing hysterically.
Yo, so what the fuck was that?
Hey, Mr. Crows,
Yeah.
have you seen a knight walking around anywhere?
It's night right now.
Oh god.
Oh,
K-N-I-T-H-T.
They're snarky
you-
fuckers.
Are you
MOUSE.
Are you referencing the 3 crows? I think you are, Fox.
Maybe.
God.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Of
Good luck
course.
good luck getting any information.
We're getting with about 50 pounds of snark.
Thanks for the
Just hoping I can
show.
start with the best of them. No problem.
Don't suppose you have any bread?
If I say yes, will you call 10,000 crows over?
Boys, do we know 10,000 crows? Nah, balls.
You are doing it.
I can hear Gansey fist biting from here.
I hated those crows.
I'm doing it a little bit less as a product of its time.
I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Moving on.
Moving right along. I'm sorry, I've completely lost my train of thought now.
Just us. So, got any bread?
Depends. Have you seen a knight around?
I told you, it's night already.
No, I mean like the guy, one of those guys in armor.
Try the word paladin.
Lady, there is nothing here but guys in armor and you. And whatever that is behind you.
Based on these crows, you got a 50-50 on that being serious.
Watch them. be
Pierce
said
is
thing
behind Connie.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably Pierce.
At what point do I get to make another check with search? If at all.
We'll get back to that.
Okay.
Connie?
Sigh. Like, she audibly sighs, and... Right, but have you seen any guys in armor that don't match the rest of them?
No.
Ah, well. Well, if you see him, can you come and get me?
You gonna be here?
I'll be in here somewhere, probably.
What's in it for us?
How about some crackers?
Do I look like a parrot?
I mean, I don't have any fresh bread on me, but I can probably go get some in the morning.
That'll work.
That'll work. You come and get me when you see him, and then I'll get you the bread.
About that 10,000 crows thing, we do have friends. A lot of friends. We could canvas this place pretty quick, but it's going to cost you a lot of bread.
How much bread?
10,000 crows worth.
Yeah, I think he says that. I think he says 10,000 crows worth.
That's a lot of math. I think she's like visibly doing the math on her fingers.
I mean, you do have the cash to
Those
get that
things with the circles on the sides, put stuff in them, drag it around. We see humans do it.
Carts?
Fill one of those up.
Oh shit!
What is? Yeah.
I mean, they eat fucking well.
Now hear me out though.
Whenever you're within a 5-mile radius.
Hear me out though. Hear me out though. Imagine buying off an entire like little family of crows like this.
Right?
If we get in a bad situation and we can convince them that we can do it again, we've got an unstoppable army on our side.
So how much would it cost for a cart's worth of bread?
For a cart's worth of bread? Oh my god.
Probably.
We ever need to make a dramatic?
Fuck me. Are we gonna have a bread buying montage? Is this about to happen? Fuck.
You're about to make a bakery very, very profitable.
A cart full of bread. Like,
I mean, your average loaf of bread probably goes for like a couple of copper.
a couple of copper, yeah, but you're talking about a cartload of bread. Like,
Do you understand how big a cart is, dude?
I think
I suppose it depends on the size of the cart.
let
How about like
okay.
platinum?
I was,
Like, are we talking rickshaw or Conestoga?
I'm okay. 25 platinum. We'll just call it a baseline 25 platinum, and then you can plot the rest of this.
I mean, we can do that.
Oh, I'm trying to save up for that armor, but that sounds so funny. So let's go with that.
For fuck's sake.
Rule of funny trumps rule of badass, apparently.
I feel like Pierce goes. ... What did you just agree to?
So
I don't know. We'll just go with it.
so when the sun comes up,
What?
so when a sun comes up, one of those fart things will be here full of bread.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, not
Come on, boys.
Not
Hey.
immediately after the sun comes up, because I have to go get it, but pretty soon after.
Yeah, the bakery doesn't. Wait, what are you getting? You're getting bread?
Yeah.
The birds have fucked up. The birds have flown away.
Wait. Why are you like? What?
Just walk into a bakery, slapped in 25 platinum, give me all your bread.
Everything.
What did you just agree to?
A whole lot of bread.
How much bread?
A lot. You don't want to know.
Because what did you just agree to? How much time do you got?
We just bought an army.
I think while he's like sitting back down against the statue, going back to searching with Lavina, he just sighs and closes his eyes and just goes back to it.
Okay,
We'll deal with it later.
I got a quick joke I feel I need to make.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of the Raven Queen. Get ready for the Crow Matriarch.
Right?
Well,
Okay, wait. At this point, since we have all of these crows searching,
Just take it
I
out.
think my familiar's view is just kind of.
So what Lavina see? Can Lavina see in the dark, first of all?
Actually, no, because I don't have
Alright.
dark vision.
Okay, so Lavina comes back to you because she can't fucking see anything.
Yeah.
So, I think, Connie, you can see in the dark just fine. At first, there's nothing in particular. At first, there's not really anything noteworthy. But you start noticing, oh, that's a bird flying by. Oh, that's another bird flying by. Oh, that's another bird flying. And it just keeps... There's a lot of bird activity tonight.
Does it seem like they're going in a particular direction, or are they
No.
just kind of like searching?
They're just everywhere.
You just know there's going to be some mage in a tower somewhere going, what the fuck is going on over there?
Yes.
A whole lot of crows is happening over there.
So if we ever need a dramatic entrance, we know where to go.
Oh, no. It gets better.
Oh god.
Okay.
So how long do you wait, Connie?
I want to wait as long as it takes for this to happen.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. So time passes. We see Connie and Pierce, like, waiting, and then you're in a different position, so we know that time has passed on the cut. And then we hear, like, the clank of armor and an occasional, like, squeal. And you look up, and this tall, gangly man, he's got, like a Saleh helmet on. He's got a mustache that juts out at right angles on both sides of his face, and like a pointed goatee,
Uh-huh.
like clanking towards you, being harried by about 4 dozen crows.
God.
Wait.
And he's just like,
Thank you. I think you found him.
Like he keeps,
Uh,
he keeps looking back at the crows, and they keep like flying in his face, and he keeps like staggering forward a few feet. Like, what on earth is happening? Like,
Thank you, Sir Everdon. I'm assuming that's enough crows. Thank you.
The crows can't understand you because
they can't understand you. Yeah, exactly.
I think she's just kind of like running, like waving them away, like shoo.
Okay, so make an animal handling check.
Oh god. Oh no.
I love so much this image of it. Oh, this is so perfect. It's dark. Pierce cannot see this. Connie, with your devil sight, there's probably like 100 or even 200 crows spiraling in a column behind this guy as you run up, like, stop. What's great about this is you're a tiefling and no one fucking knows.
Oh boy.
They do not
Right?
they do not stop harrying. They just keep like pecking him, and he keeps going toward the statue, and they keep pegging him, and he's just
No,
like,
stop.
so you're like, stop, and the knight is like, I get out of here, miss. The crows are possessed. Go.
No, I'm Connie. I'm supposed to help you.
Hang on, wait. I'm gonna do something.
Okay. Yes.
Can I cast minor illusion to make like a loud noise to scare them off?
You can. Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Make a deception check with advantage.
I'm with Bright. I was hoping for greed.
Just ink bomb. The thing about it is, Pierce, you can only see like maybe 8
I
that
can't
are
see like the crows when they fly in front of him, so I'm assuming there's like a few crows.
exactly. You don't see the fucking Hitchcockian terror that Connie can see.
Yeah.
And all the while, Connie's like trying to shout over the calling. I'm sorry. I didn't think they'd attack you. Stop. Wait.
They're not attacking him. They're just kind of like shunting him in a direction. So, Pierce, what is the noise that you make?
What is the noise? Okay, you ever hear a book hit against the table?
Yes.
Like, you just drop it, it
Flat
flat hits
slam.
the table.
Okay, so and you like amplify it with minor illusion as much as you can, right? Like,
Yes.
okay, so thunder. You guys hear thunder out of nowhere. The knight fucking falls to the ground, clutching his holy symbol, like on his knees. The crows fucking scatter. And yeah, Connie, you're left there holding your hands out ineffectually. You heard Pearson can, and you heard thunder. The knight fucking hit the deck. He's like sobbing and clutching his holy symbol. Like,
I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
You see him like pat his chest a few times and clanks against the chest plate that he's wearing. I pulls himself to his feet. I am sworn to protect Waterdeep and all of its citizenry. If I might take a moment before protecting the two of you, my heart doesn't seem to be functioning properly.
You're all right. They're just crows. You're okay.
There's quite a lot of. Did I overstep some divine boundary?
No.
Apparently,
Right, so-
she bought off crows to find you?
Basically,
You did what, miss?
I'm assuming you're Sir Everdon.
Ambrose Everdon.
Ambrose Everdon.
I-
I'm Connie. I was supposed to be here a few days to help you, and things
I-
got complicated. Now I'm here, and I couldn't find you, so I asked the crows where you were, and then it just kind of spiraled.
You speak very quickly. One
Yes,
one
she does.
notion at a time.
Okay, so first thing, she's a druid, sent by the Emerald Enclave.
What he said.
Yes. I put in that request some days ago.
I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be here sooner, and things got very complicated elsewhere.
Are you
So
aware
sorry.
that your face is covered?
Yeah, I am. I have an embarrassing face. I have the pin if you want to see it. That would help.
A pin for your face?
No, I mean from the Enclave, because I don't really want to show my face.
Oh, I have no reason to believe that you're not who you say you are.
Thank goodness, because people keep doubting me.
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Oh no, someone not affiliated with the Enclave has come to help Sir Everdon. Good!
Right, so, yeah, sorry about when she just kind of like sweeping gestures with her arms, like, all of that. Where's the help needed? I had a very hard time finding you.
Right. I was... You are a child.
Just a little bit.
Right. Who am I to doubt the Enclave? Kellen Varied that apparently upset the Raven Queen.
Again, I don't think you have. I'm just a dumbass.
How precisely did you come to command an army of corvids?
I bribed them with a whole lot of bread.
He looks around.
That's not here yet. I'm gonna go get it in the morning.
I would highly recommend that you make good.
Oh, I intend to.
Quite a lot of,
Seeing all
quite
that.
a lot of, yes. Right, he puts a hand to his head. I'm sorry, I'm a bit, turned about at the moment. I heard what you said, I need a moment to collect myself. That was quite a lot of birds. Quite a lot more birds than I've ever seen in one place, to be frank.
I can make some tea if you need something for your nerves.
Honestly, I think the birds are scarier than my quarry. There's lots of birds. It was a lot. Pierce, you have no idea what he's on about. There was like 8 birds. Like,
Yeah, there was. He's just like.
this man is a wuss.
In reality, there were like 7 dozen.
But
Right.
Pierce doesn't know that.
How are a few birds scarier than the undead?
Few.
There was like 7 dozen of them.
What? No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
I
It's very
assure
dark,
you,
remember?
there was quite a lot of birds. Quite a lot of birds.
No, there wasn't.
Just a lot of birds.
Okay,
lot
this is getting silly in the
lot of
best way.
birds.
It was already silly. It got silly the moment I cast.
Right. You
It got
are
silly the moment I cast
relief
Speak with
that I
Animals.
requested from the Enclave.
Yes.
You said something about tea. Unfortunately, given that it is not currently high sun, I don't believe that it is proper time for tea. And besides, there's work to be done. Are they going to come back?
I doubt it.
No certain.
I can scare them off again.
That was you.
Minor illusion. Though I guess it wasn't so minor.
The birds were an illusion?
No,
the birds were
the-
scared off by an illusion. The sound was the illusion.
the Big Bang.
I thought that was just a theory.
Yes.
Ah!
Someone had to do it.
So-
I threw myself on the grenade.
Okay, so let me breathe, Ambrose. You've work to do, and there are citizens that need protecting. Remember your mantras. Right. I have received my orders, pats his chest, that there is a necromancer somewhere here. I have not yet found him. I had hoped the Enclave would send me a few more warm bodies, and just one, but so be it.
Alright. So, I'm gonna turn on Detect Magic and look for traces of necromancy and just start walking.
You do not see any.
Then let's start walking and searching. Let's go. And he starts walking in a direction.
Emperor's like just lets you go and turns back to Connie. So
Connie, you coming?
I think Connie like starts walking and then but she pauses are we gonna walk and talk or are we gonna talk here?
I thought we could divide the labors in half. Myself taking the southern half of the City of the Dead, the more complex route, and my relief taking the northern half of the City of the Dead.
Sure. We can do that.
Alright.
We patrol for 10 days.
Okay.
Though it has been 3 days, so 7 days.
Right. Okay.
If you find undead, put them to rest, and if you find a necromancer, run. I would say send word to me, but please don't do that. Please don't send word to me. A porter, perhaps. A stout young man, not an army of Corvids.
Right. No crows. No crows. No more crows.
I would also.
How about a cat?
I would appreciate not an army of cats, nor dogs, nor.
We've already taken care
No
of
more armies.
tonight.
Just a critter. Oh, speaking of which, you might get contacted by a bat in the near future. Ignore him.
I beg your pardon. I sincerely beg your pardon, miss.
She first cast Animal Messenger, and it hasn't found you yet, clearly.
There's a talking bat
Yes.
searching for.
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh
I'm
dear.
so sorry.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
You made this guy's life so much harder.
But that's harmless. It's just gonna say a few words and then fly off.
You and I have very different definitions of harmless. If I was unaware that your druidic self had done this thing, and a bat appeared before me and began speaking to me, I
Probably would have said vampire.
I do sincerely hope that we are not dealing with a vampire. A human porter, please.
If I do need to send a message, where should I send them?
Everdon Estate?
I have no idea where that is.
We'll
the
find
porter likely will.
Anyway, let's move.
I
We
can
have
meet you here
necromancer.
at the statue tomorrow at sundown, or whenever you think that you have found this entity, if you think you are incapable of dealing the killing blow yourself. I will say, I have been on patrol for some days now, and I have found very little, which is both heartening and
Worrying.
I, for one, am not worried. I am not worried of not finding Walking Dead in the City of the Dead. And that it does not keep me up at night that there is a lack of Walking Dead here in the City of the Dead.
Let me rephrase. If we know for a fact that it's a necromancer, the fact that we're not finding any evidence is concerning because it might be elsewhere.
We do not know for a fact that there is a necromancer.
Okay then.
We are
so
looking
much less
for a
worried.
necromancer.
So there's been reports, but nothing more.
Correct.
Okay.
And now there will likely be reports of an army of call it. And a talking bat.
Then let's begin our search.
All right.
Yes.
I was just gonna say, if you do find a necromancer or whatever, and you need backup,
As you watch Connie, a bat flies up and lands on his arm guard, and he doesn't notice it at first, and then it starts speaking, and he just fucking screams and smacks the bat.
oh no! That's the bat.
That was the bat. Good. One less thing. Yes. Cheerio. Porter, please.
Where's the bat? Where did the bat go?
I just flew
Yeah,
away. It
is
flew
the
away.
bat
He
okay?
smacked it and it flew away.
Did it hit the ground? Good.
No.
Okay. As long as the bat's okay.
Yeah, we're more worried about the bat than this guy.
You're right. He's probably
I mean,
he is probably
she
a
offered-
capable paladin, but you have made him a rube with your bullshit. Holy shit!
I mean, I offered him the tea for the nerves, but he declined.
So, patrol the northern half of the city, and when dawn comes, you are free to do as you will. Do this for another 7 nights, and or until we find the necromancer, and then I release you from your service.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
And again, if I am needed, human.
Correct.
Well, I suppose elves would not be so bad. And he walks away muttering to himself.
I could send my familiar if you'd like.
He stops, and he does that Disney stop where his hands are outstretched at his side.
He holds out his arm with his falcon on it. Lavina.
Another bird.
Still glowing blue. Because magic.
I will respectfully decline. Human porter, please.
Speaking of porters, if you need to get in touch with us for whatever reason, just send a message to Troll School.
Troll. He stops. You're the bloody KnightLites.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That would explain the bird. That would also explain the bat. It also... Well, no, it rather doesn't explain the murder.
Huh?
A large number of crows is called a murder.
Oh,
I mean, it explains it in the sense that I cast speak with animals and then bribed them, but I didn't think there'd be that many.
to be fair, they did say 10,000 crows,
True.
but there was only 8.
There
there was like 7 dozen.
There was more than 8.
I'm intentionally just doing this.
Yeah, I think he like northern half. Goodbye. Goodbye. He just walks away.
Right, let's get searching.
Right.
Everdon is out of fucks.
Everdon not having a good day. Like, I was gonna make him like a little bit pompous and aloof, but mostly capable. And then Connie was like, "Fuck it, murder."
Again, I thought the crows were gonna come get me, not bring him to me.
You didn't say that.
You didn't
I
say
did.
that.
I specifically said.
You specifically
"Come
said,
tell
"I
me."
want to talk to him here." So they facilitated you talking to him here. Also, remember, you told 3 of them, none of whom specifically flew up to you and be like, huh? Huh? So it was probably Crow version of telephone.
Oh god. Okay, on to the search.
Telecrone. Anyway, so, what do you do?
I suppose we start the search.
Okay, what are you searching?
Northish.
Okay. Make an investigation check. You
Should I
have
make
advantage if Pierce helps you.
Should I make one as well, or just help?
You have it. Well, that's up to you. You can give Connie advantage, or you can roll yourself.
I'm gonna roll it myself.
Okay.
I had
You search for a while. You see guards patrolling. You see lots and lots and lots and lots of graves and mausoleums and a few churches, but no undead. So, an hour passes. You're wandering around the city of the dead, keeping a vigil, and you're approached by a hooded figure.
Okay.
And the hooded figure, like, walks up to you, lowers his hood,
There's
and
some music changing on.
Rainer Neverember fucking smiles at you. There you are! Do you have any idea
Rainier.
how big the city is?
I do now.
Reagan sent me to find you.
We
Yeah,
know.
what are you doing here?
We know why we're here. Why are you here?
To find you.
Hi. Is everyone okay?
As far as well, no. Your brother's probably dead.
Wait,
The gargoyle came back.
gargoyle.
Okay.
And so I thought it would be a good idea to not be there when the gargoyle showed up, so here I am.
Gotcha.
What is he talking about? Out of character?
You're
out of
welcome to ask.
character. Sorry, what did you say, Kit?
I said you're welcome to ask.
What are you talking about? What gargoyle?
The dwarf, the archmage, with the shield golem.
Oh,
Archmage
Okay.
Stone Marrow. Will
The gargoyle.
probably be fine.
what of it?
I thought a brisk walk through a undead-infested graveyard was safer climbs. That's what of it.
Well, we haven't found any undead so far, and we had one heck of a time finding the knight.
What night?
Uh,
We found the knight.
What night?
And there's a
knight
night I'm
searching.
supposed to. There's a night I'm supposed to help track down undead with.
Everdon is
He
here.
posed. Yeah, he proposed to take the south half, and we'll take the north half.
Raider like rests a hand on the sword. All right, so you found him, and now you're wondering about the city of the dead. It's quiet. There's not a lot of eyes on you, and we're not staring down an archmage. I think I'll join you.
Sounds like fun.
You'll help our search.
I didn't say anything about that.
What would you like to?
Not particularly, no.
If we do stumble upon undead, will you help us fight them off?
Yes, because I'm going to run away screaming at the first sign of danger.
I mean, that's
We
what
met in a Zentarum warehouse.
I mean, that's what he did. Clentus, like, looks south.
To be fair, he had a murder of crows after him.
What did you do?
It wasn't a murder of crows. It was like 8.
There was a lot of crows.
What did
It
you
was
do?
like 8.
You can't see in the dark, remember?
Okay, wait, fair.
What did you do?
Animal messenger. We found him.
Well, yes, but also we bribed some crows to help track him down.
You
and
bribed
then there was a
some.
lot
I
of
don't
crows
know
and it's
what
spooked.
I expected with the NightLites. Of course, you bribed a murder of crows to help you find your Emerald Enclave contact. Well done, Miss Gambleson. Well done. Rashal is going to have a field day with that story.
I mean,
When
a
all, you
word.
have when all you have is a hammer.
So, we're looking for undead.
Undead and a necromancer.
Necromancer. Oh, good. Rainier Neverember. Vampire Slayer. I like the sound of that. I'm not helping you.
We don't.
Actually, it does have a nice ring to it. Just saying.
It does. We don't know for a fact that there's a necromancer, but that's the hypothesis.
Good. So, a hypothetical necromancer versus a absolutely corporeal
Hypothetical
gargoyle.
necromancer.
I'll take my
Hell of a
chances.
I was about to say.
I didn't hear what either of you said.
He said, a hypothetical necromancer versus an entirely corporeal gargoyle. I'll take my chances.
Still a hell of a... Incorporeal gargoyle is also a hell of a band name.
So what kind of undead are we looking for?
Shrugs.
Anything that may be muttering brains to itself. Got it. You've a magic weapon, then?
I have magic. I have burning hands prepared.
You have burning hands prepared. Good, good, good. That will serve you very well when the wraith gets close enough to touch you, Percival.
Ice knife is also prepared.
Better. By the way, I am not prepared to fight a wraith, so if a wraith appears, I shall leave it to you.
Noted.
I can assist from afar by offering sage advice. Mostly, don't let it touch you.
Now I'm imagining, like,
What's that?
here on some literal sidelines.
Short version? It will rip out your soul and make itself stronger with it.
Lovely.
So,
that is...
Also, I feel like we've dealt with that already.
I feel like we have as well.
what? No? Maybe? I don't...
There were these like shadow-looking things in the sewers.
That's not a wraith.
Okay.
Wraiths are far worse.
Oh,
Anyway. So we're patrolling. We're patrolling, and I am not going back to Trollskull Keep until the gargoyle is long gone. So, you probably don't know anything about the local sports affair. Fair Day's coming up.
Oh yeah. What usually happens on a Fae Day? Like, there's the masks and the merriment, but like,
Feasting,
what's the
drinking,
traditions?
fireworks,
We heard that
Or
there was-
drinking.
more drinking.
Did anything eventful happen today? Aside from the festivities, of course.
Anything eventful happened today? There was a great deal of hubbub at Trollskull Manor.
Oh.
3 different work crews?
Ah, of course.
The carpenters, the masons, and the glaziers.
Yes. Glass weavers, but yes. I busied myself looking busy among them. It worked, for the most part. I swear, I thought one of those workers looked exactly like Asvile Rosnar.
Who?
Who?
Noble. About your age.
Blink, blink.
There's no way it was Asvile Rosnar. It's just one of the glass weavers, I think. Look, it could have been her sister.
Pierce will take note, but just shrug it off. A lot of faces in the crowd.
Right?
Not all doppelgangers are literal.
Speaking of doppelgangers, the Order of Mages and Protectors are looking for some doppelgangers.
What's that?
Do I look like a magus to you, Constance?
Fair, but you've heard that they are. Maybe you heard why.
No, I don't. Probably to arrest them. I doubt they're going to ask them for a cookie recipe.
Is it a magic doppelganger or just someone using a really good disguise kit?
What?
You can disguise yourself with illusions, but we
No,
don't know if they're doing that or makeup.
Yep. Doppelgangers are... It's the word for an entity. Like manticore, or dragon, or human.
They're
Oh, I assumed.
they're people who look like other people, like on a whim.
Yes.
The
The Order of Mages looking for them, and they're also looking for you.
Why are they? You say you? Do you mean me or?
Yes, I mean you. You, the one who they would have reason to be looking for.
Oh, great! How wonderful! How can I be of service to them today?
Well, as the representative of the Order of Mages and Protectors, I think the best thing you can do is to keep the gargoyle far away from me, thank you. I also recommend that we stop this ridiculous undead hunt and go drink.
I hate to interrupt this, but I have big news. The cat has joined me.
Cat!
Hit your cat.
Kit Kat.
This is great because
Connie's
I
animal
didn't think
messenger went
she
off.
would come down.
Does it have weird stuff on its paws?
I'm gonna say yes because the basement is still wet.
Well, there you go, Pierce.
Sorry.
You greased Gamzee's cat. Shame on you.
Now that is
All right, I can't.
that is your new nickname. Grease
All right, I
Gamzee's
can't-
cat.
I can't pass this joke up again. Pierce has also greased Connie's cat.
Did you really need to ruin that while I was live?
God damn it,
that was
Gamzee.
live.
Gamzee.
Not wrong. There was a whole bunch of cats.
Yeah, okay, that's true. There was a whole bunch of cats. Do you mind? I am live.
Okay.
We do have lines, dude. Just...
Anyway,
Should
Moving
probably
right
say
along.
Braden was going to let me up with Connie and Pierce after he's done dealing with Stone Marrow.
okay, do you have any idea where they are?
I'll probably walk up to the gate, see how big it is, and be like, fuck, this is going to take a while.
So I think you probably hear Rainer, because he says it loud. I think he says, we should call off this bogus undead hunt and go drink.
Oh.
Well, I'm
Pierce
supposed
said
to keep.
equally loud. No.
You're welcome to, but I'm gonna keep searching.
Braden just comes out of the shadows. What's this about undead?
Talk some sense into your sister, please.
Brandon, is that you?
Yep.
No, it's
Not-
a rather conversational shrub. Who else could it
I feel like I
possibly
should take
be?
offense to that.
I mean, we were just talking about doppelgangers.
Ah, don't get me started on that.
What? Why? Also, what are you doing here? The gargoyle's going to show up and burn your house down.
No, she's already showed up. She has already left. And hey, look at that. She didn't kill me.
I'm impressed.
So am I.
Well, I think the gates are locked for the night, but if you want to try and hop over the wall...
Oh no, he's inside with you guys. You're not near the gate.
Yeah, no, like Brayden could climb for that with no issue.
Yeah. As can Rainier. So, right. What did she want?
I told you she was there for the enchantments.
And I told you don't have any money.
I know.
And yet you're alive.
Yes.
What's this about doppelgangers?
I don't start. I gave her a down payment on like warding some of the windows and doors. That says here at least.
Down payment? You didn't have gold to get. What did you give her?
I had the dragon skill left.
Oh yeah.
You gave her the. Okay.
How much did she offer for it?
Like she said, a down payment for the wards.
Did you ask how much it was valued so we knew how much it counted towards?
She
And
said
then
it
check
was
it against
how much? It was
the shawl.
300. It was 350. She said it was for the enchantments, wasn't it?
300, actually.
Just 300. Okay. So like, let's just say we've got 200 left.
Okay.
If she takes less, woo.
Anyway, we were searching for the undead, and apparently the Knights of Wuss.
To be
A
fair,
knight that fights undead that's scared of you two?
it's a long story. Long story short, there was a lot of crows.
He just, like pinches his nose. It's like, Pierce, what did you do this time?
Rainier is laughing when you say that. It's so good.
It was her. It was not.
There was a lot of crows.
Let's see. First, she tried to get an animal to help look for her. She called cats over first.
How about you tell me when we're not in the middle of a graveyard with the possibility of dead coming after us?
I mean,
I mean, we haven't found anything so far.
Yeah, I haven't done anything so far. Anyway, so he drones off. So first she tried to cats. They got angry when she didn't ran out of food. I had to scare them off with grease.
Wait, you went to skip.
I cleaned it up with prestidigitation. Don't give me that look.
He looks at Brayden and just does the freaking like earthbender like what the fuck gesture.
I ain't letting Braden shakes his like head. It's like so he managed to get all the grease off of the cats.
No,
Man,
you did not
no.
press the cats.
They
Cats.
they ran off really fast.
Okay, so in other words, there are small bits of grease everywhere that could start a fire.
I would assume it wouldn't be that copious amount of grease. Jesus. Just
What does this have to do with crows?
then
Right, so getting along in the story, when the cats didn't work, I tried asking the crows, and the crows were like, maybe you got any bread? And I was like, I can get bread if you can help me find the guy.
How much bread she's getting.
Wait,
A lot, don't worry about it.
I'm worried
I'm
about
going
it.
to. What did you agree? Well, I'm sorry, you're paying crows?
With bread, yeah.
Why do I have a feeling you're going to need to buy out an entire bakery?
How much? Wait. Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, Brayden.
I think that's actually what she agreed to, but she won't tell me how much.
What?
Rainier,
Precisely.
no disrespect, mate, but I've known these two all my life.
What did she do?
Everyone looks Connie.
Whistling innocently.
How much
Everyone
bread
knows Connie ain't innocent.
did you agree to pay these crows with?
A cartload.
The brain just face palms is like, of course you did.
Rainier like sticks his pinky finger in his ear, like wiggles it around, pulls it out.
To be fair, I never mentioned how big the cart is.
I don't think I heard you correctly.
Oh dear.
Cartload of bread. You heard me correctly.
A cart. Look. How do you intend to get a cartload of bread into the city of the dead?
There's gates.
Yes, those gates require permits. Vendors are not allowed in the city of the dead for obvious reason.
And Pierce face.
I was gonna say I'm not selling the bread, but I kind of did.
Pierce gets done with fish, and then we can just park it outside the city of the dead, and the crows can come and get it. Based on how many crows Connie says there were, I still only saw 8. It should be gone in a matter of an hour.
Yes, allow me to paint a picture for the two of you for just a moment, as I've been in the city longer and I have seen things that you haven't yet. Imagine for a moment, you are a grieving widow. Your husband was a sailor, there was a terrible storm, and he will surely be missed. You had to risk mortgaging your house for proper mourning attire. Your children don't understand where the father has gone. You have a beautiful service full of flowers, and suddenly an unholy rain of crows descend upon your funerary proceedings. Constance, what were you thinking?
I mean, we can just bring it at night. Like, I'm sure the crows will be fine with that.
You misunderstand.
No, I understand. It's an issue bringing it in the day when there's funeral
This is going to
services, so we need to
bring
bring it at night.
more crows. What do
No.
crows do, Percival?
Huh?
What do crows do?
Eat.
Carrion eaters.
Not just that, but bird shit.
You feed the cat keeps coming back.
That, but also herald death.
Pierce.
Even
People
if
take it
there
as
was a
bad omen.
perfectly mundane, or in this case, magical solution, these people who are emotionally distraught are going to see a large number of crows circling the city of the dead, and then the papers are going to get a hold of it. Doom comes to Waterdeep. I can see the headline as plainly as I can see you standing there. You have caused an incident, Miss Gambleson.
To be fair, it got the job done.
Ugh.
Alright,
The
we're gonna have to think about this one.
problem now is simply do not pay the crows. Fair. Then all of
They've
those
already
angry
got part of the
crows
deal.
will remember
gonna-
you.
I couldn't hear either of you again.
Don't pay the crows, and then the crows remember you. And then, gods forbid, you have to fight off the crows, likely kill the crows. And then there's a lot of dead crows in the city of the dead, and once more doom comes to Waterdeep. I can see the headlines now.
And so we scared them off again with minor illusion, like I did before.
I pray that that works.
Worked before.
We don't have to put the bread all in one spot. We could, like, scatter it throughout so it's not like one big swarm.
I'm just laughing at the sight of bread.
You're
like sticking
going
loaves of bread
to
into trees all over City of the Dead.
The entire city with payment for
Not the city of Waterdeep, the city of the dead.
either way. Brayden, I think this is a job for you and your girlfriend.
What? Why me? I had nothing to do with this. They can deal with it.
you can sneak around and surreptitiously place the offering to the Raven Queen. And he looks at Connie like, bitch?
I mean, would you mind helping us out, Brayden?
It would help a lot.
Yes, you and your girlfriend can make a date of it. It's like feeding the pigeons at the park, except entirely more grotesque.
I mean, if it kind of fits for them.
It does.
Brain just like kind of gestures to him, is like, "Aye, thanks. I ain't that morbid, thank you."
I don't think pigeons are Brayden's style. I'm sorry.
Out of character, it is your turn to think of a job.
Oh,
I will absolutely make an extra of Brayden and the Black Viper go fucking seed the city of the dead with dinner rolls. I will draw the map up tonight.
Make a picnic of it. Aye.
Connie will go.
I want to watch this.
Connie will go buy all the bread.
I am
and if anyone questions it, we'll
absolutely
just say it's for
calling
Fade
the
and Frank.
extra. Gracie, I'm sorry. The extra is called Murder, She Wrote. Anyway.
Cue the music.
Brain just groans and is like, "You owe me big time for this."
Absolutely, anything you need.
Out of this job.
He's gonna start listing off conjuration with a wish spell.
Where are we gonna get a wish spell?
I don't fucking know.
I have an idea. If
Do
I
tell.
might discuss terms, Brayden, get the Zentarum off of his back.
Huh.
That
I mean, good luck
Also,
with that.
why don't you tell the rest of us who your girlfriend actually is?
You keep calling her my girlfriend. He means the Black Viper, by the way.
we know.
Yes, who is the Black Viper?
Well, looks at him like, "Do you really think I'm going to say that?"
Alright. Next question. Does she know that she's not your girlfriend?
It like looks like, and it's probably not.
And Raynor just like sweeping gestures and he says, "The KnightLites!"
You're having fun with this, aren't you?
I am not the one who stepped in at this time, Percival. This is entirely beyond the stain of the name Neverember. I'm loving every second.
I mean, it's not
Well,
that
here's
big.
hoping here's hoping it stays a comedy and not a tragedy.
The only tragedy here is if Brayden doesn't have fun with his date.
I mean, that's fair. Still walking, looking around every now and then.
Yeah, totally.
Any chance we can make another investigation check?
Not tonight.
Gotcha.
All right.
Braden just got here. Can I make one?
No.
Damn it.
I think we're too enthralled in the conversation at this point.
Yeah. Everyone's distracted.
So, if the gargoyle is gone, I am going to go and get some sleep. Is she coming back? I should probably ask that first. Is she coming back?
Not unless we call her.
Don't. I am going to go and get
will,
some sleep.
because I want enchantments.
Can you do it when
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
at home?
I thought you said pajamas rather than enchantments.
I do need to speak with her about storing on a ring or something.
She said, "Get the money together, and then we can talk."
Glances
And
at
also-
Connie.
Starts
wait,
patting
you-
herself like.
Wait, you just agreed to spend 25 plat on bread.
You spent how much?
To be fair, she hasn't actually said how much.
Oh,
just
okay.
how much. Physically, how much?
Out of character. Like, yeah, 20 to 30 plat, I'm assuming is how much a cart would be.
depending on the size of the cart.
Yeah,
you
depending on who you
have-
buy it from.
Do you have a sacrificial? I love the idea so much of you two, and he points at Connie and Pierce, in the striped shirts of vendors, with your cart full of bread, turning away customers, while Brayden and his bonny lass steal every morsel from the cart, not to give it to the poor and disenfranchised, but to give it to the birds so that they don't destroy the city. Constance, what have you done?
Somewhere distantly, Lawrence is giggling and he doesn't know why.
I'm pretty sure that's the preferable one at this point. Sarcastically as he can.
Did they at least find the knight?
Yes!
Yes.
Good.
They did their end of the deal.
Good. At least we know the birds can be trusted. And he looks at Brayden like, get me the fuck out of here! Like...
It just costs an arm and a leg, and if you don't hold up the bread part, then probably literally.
So, I am going back to Trollskull Keep. I am going to sleep, because someone has to be normal in this group. And I will leave...
Normal is boring.
I will leave at
Also,
the bar.
you're in your never
in the-
ender. What normal?
By the way, this is going to sound odd. Very, very odd. And I apologize for that. I think the manor is haunted.
Oh, what makes you say that?
No, it couldn't be.
Drain. Make a deception check, Pierce.
God damn it, Pierce.
Like, we've heard rumors, but no evidence.
Oh, I wish I could chew this boy out.
Gamza, you have no room to talk.
You really don't.
Wait, I can talk again?
Yeah, you can talk again.
I don't know what's happening.
Still having a really old rig.
Okay, alright. So, Rainer says, I know it sounds crazy, but I've heard knocking on the floorboards, things moving about. I swear, there was a face in one of the broken pieces of glass.
I mean, I can't account for the face, but it is under construction. There's probably pieces falling.
In the middle of the night.
Yes, it's an old house. There's all sorts of loose pieces on it.
Point being, I am going to leave addresses to some fine, more importantly, affordable bakeries at the bar with the ghost. And then I am going to sleep. I would appreciate it if I did not wake up to the Black Viper standing over me, or the gargoyle, or a large number of crows. I can't rule it out anymore. When I woke up this morning, I could rule it out. I can't do it now, Constance.
And I mean, to be fair, this morning I could rule it out as well, but
You took the words precisely from my mouth, yes. Good night! And he starts to walk away.
good night.
He stops. And another thing,
Yes.
Brayden,
Aye.
who is your girlfriend?
I ain't telling you.
Will you tell them?
It looks back at the two of them. It's like, no offense, but probably not.
We need to know. Okay. I can understand your unwillingness to work with me. I am quite literally the enemy. Fair enough.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're neither here nor there.
But they deserve to know.
I mean, the information would be helpful.
In the very least, to help plot a cover.
Especially if she's going to be joining your family.
I mean, it's not like she comes from a noble family. There's no way. I have a kitter. Hold up.
Kitter cat. Is it covered in grease?
Check its paws.
Yo, he does not.
You have acquired a cat.
This is the night. This is the night of kitters because Colton's currently conked out on my luggage again,
Oh god.
and I posted cat tax.
So,
This one, I do owe a cat tax, but it is nighttime, and he's gonna run away as soon as I try to pick up my phone.
you have a
That's
cat.
what the cats
Anyway,
do.
so sort that amongst yourselves. Good night. You know, like bows and leaves, leaving the three of you in the middle of a graveyard to discuss romance.
Right. Who is she?
I mean, honestly, it's probably better you don't know.
I mean,
I mean, as Rainier said, she's a criminal and loose ends.
if you end up missing and she's the last person that saw you, would be kind of nice.
Or in the very least, a way to get in touch with her in an emergency.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I have this torch that projects the symbol of a snake on the nearest cloud. I killed Pierce. Pierce is dead.
I would actually pay the rest of my gold to see that.
Pretty sure that
It's
it can exist.
I think Connie actually can do that thanks to Skyrite.
You absolutely can. Anyway,
I was going to say she probably does have something like that known her.
you probably. The problem is it's not overcast enough in Waterdeep for it to be effective. No smog.
I mean, magic.
Fair. Anyway, what are you talking about? Come on.
Come on. You can't. There's no reason for it to stay a secret forever.
I kind of want to invite her to dinner just for shits and giggles.
I mean, you did invite her to dinner. That's the next extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just not dinner for us. It's dinner for the crows.
No, but like, you know that trope of the first time you invite your SO over for dinner and the parents get to meet them, but instead of the parents, it's the KnightLites.
Instead of the parents, it's Rock and Sock.
Immediately disapproves, and you have to convince them not suck them.
Exactly.
You're not getting the name, at least not at the moment.
As long as we eventually get told.
I mean, eventually, it's not going to be a Centaurum situation.
Dun dun dun.
It's a Centaurum situation.
Oh boy.
Speaking of whom, just out of curiosity, are we being watched or are we on our own?
She's asking you, Brayton.
No, I was asking the GM.
Oh, how the fuck would you know?
And
How the fuck would Connie know?
Let me rephrase. Can I look around to see if I can spot anyone?
I assume you've been looking around this whole time looking for undead.
Yeah.
Yes, but you look for undead in different places than the Centaurum.
I think you look for them about the same place.
I was about to say, blind alleys, rooftops, graveyards. Like, it's pretty much the same.
Behind the gravestones.
Behind gravestones.
Actually,
Hand to a grave with Zaraj the Hunter eating cheese, watching them.
again,
Or just like the thing of popcorn, like this is interesting.
Go on, Piers.
Could you help us search even more? Split the we could split the entire City of the Dead into 4 parts with this knight that we have with us.
Brayton, you look around, there's no night.
He's searching the south part, we're searching the north.
So I'm not sure splitting up is entirely a good idea.
Probably not, but keeping our distance would probably be preferred.
I mean, yes, splitting up is a terrible idea. Where do we meet up if things go south?
I'm pretty sure we've had a map of Waterdeep at some point.
Yes.
I have a map on me.
I was about to
So does
say.
Connie.
Yeah. I'm still gonna need to copy that map into my notebook. Let's see. Let's look at the map and see where would it meet up point B.
I think Connie unfurls her and says, I first met up with a knight around here-ish, and she like points to where the statue would be on the map.
Mm-hmm.
There's a statue there. We said to meet back there if there's trouble.
This one right here. This point.
Yep.
Give or take, yeah.
The center would roughly be here.
Center would roughly be about there.
Just south of the second triangle.
Right, so big statue about here, that marks on the map.
Yeah, so we could meet like right here. Potentially we could message each other in some way.
I mean, I don't know how to use that spell.
Yeah.
So instead of breaking off into 4, it might be better to break off into 3. 1 north, 1 middle, 1 south. Brayden can go with one of the other people who has a message.
I could go with. Are you sure you can handle going yourself to the north part?
Roar! Chomp chomp.
Okay, fair. So I'm not sure how good an undead is going to taste.
Oh, it's gonna taste awful, but
I remind
Chomp chomp.
you, you bit into a Sahagin.
What?
What's
Good
this?
to
You've,
It's awful,
you've
but-
also bit into a bugbear.
Ew.
You've also bit into a freaking
A mimic.
that and the tangle vine. What are they called?
Shrub.
Shambling mound.
Oh, the shambling eye.
Shambling mounds.
Yeah, like she's already been into some nasty stuff.
Between nasty taste and dead, I'll take the nasty taste.
I mean, fair. All right, I'll go with Brayden. We'll take the middle.
Cool.
Just out of curiosity, have you just been checking the crypts?
No, they've been walking around outside.
No, we have not.
Most of them are sealed, aren't they?
Yes.
And if you find one that's not sealed, then it's a bit of a red flag, is it not?
Dot.
Wait a second, I remember something about the City of Dead.
Oh no.
Go on.
What is it?
Isn't this the... Looks around, make sure there's no guards around. Isn't this one of the places the Zentarum meet up?
Braden looks at me, it's like, yes, this was actually where I got the mark.
I see. So
Noted.
we careful which crypt we poke our nose into.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can tell you what crypt I went into.
I mean,
Points to
not only
Connie.
do you know what crypt you went into, it had the twin serpent symbol on it.
Aye. You see anything with this entire mark, just stay away from it.
Noted.
Noted.
I mean, I should also probably stay away from them.
And this is the part where you watch a vampire spawn go into the Zentarum crypt.
Oh, no.
Deal
No,
notebook
this is the
and
part- This is the part where Schemo Weirdball just comes out of nowhere and grabs me and runs off.
Grabs
And then
Pierce,
it's a
leave Delta.
Get talked back there.
well, now I need to think of a different stinger for the end of this episode. Thanks, Brayden.
Hello, I'm here to steal. Greetings, I'm here to steal your rogue and put him in a weird jar.
That is
You
exactly
joke.
how Schemo talks, actually. Fuck off.
His name is Weird Bottle.
Yes, it
You
is.
cannot blame me.
Dude, okay, no, I need to
cannot
show you.
blame me
Okay,
for
if we're doing this, then I need to show you guys the art handout for Schemo Weird Bottle because
No, it was a joke. Do not do this to me. I have had enough from
he
yesterday.
literally looks like a guy named Schemo Weird Bottle. Okay, hang on.
Yes.
No, you guys need to see this. Show to players, show to everyone. Look at this man.
Yeah. Yeah.
His first name
Oh,
is
God.
Schemo, like, let alone his last name.
image, the image and phrase of this man running up, grabbing Braden, and saying, "Hello, don't mind me. I'm just taking your rope to put him in a bottle. Bye."
Yes,
I love it.
that is precisely what is happening. So yes, that was going to be a thing. Now it's not. Thank you, Braden.
Haha.
Well
Brady,
done.
give back his notebook. For
You
fuck's sake.
foiled your own kidnapping by accident, I believe.
No, he
Was
just
it- was
postponed
a
it.
joke?
He just
It
postponed
was a
it.
joke. Yeah.
A week.
Postponed it.
I mean, the sooner I get this.
Start of the next session, Brady gets grabbed.
Hey, the sooner I get the fifth name, the sooner I've got protection.
all three of us get grabbed, and Connie's like, "Hey, this is weirdly familiar."
Right?
Hell.
Wait, this is happened before.
So what is the last shot we see of the three of you? Because we got to wrap up.
Wait, shit, it's 3 o'clock already. What the fuck?
Don't you just love this game?
How can you tell?
What's the last shot of the episode, friends?
Braden attentively opening one of the crypts. Or seeing if it's unlocked or not.
I mean, maybe it's the three of you like walking away from the Zentarum crypt, and then maybe we see like a shadow in it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Aye.
There we go. There's our last shot of the episode. Holy fuck, Connie, what have you done?
Ah,
Connie, you made an encounter worse than anything I had planned.
First Undercliff, and now this.
Yes.
I mean, this is literally the definition of letting your magic get out of hand.
Yes, it is.
It's still amazingly hilarious, though, and I feel like I'm enjoying every bit of this.
It's going to get so much worse, and we are going to get back to it next week. Let's do some shout-outs, friends.
Something bird feeding extra. Feeding the crows.
Murder, She Wrote. Anyway, Gracie, give us a shout-out.
hey, I'm Rich Mila, aka Gracie. I do a lot of art and things for Kit's channel, and I also love tabletops. So if you like either of those things, give me a poke.
And you also
Or a peck.
like... And a peck, yes, give you a peck. I just... Episode 26, where are we going to get a cart full of bread? Anyway, did you have fun tonight, Gracie?
Yes, I did.
Gamsey, give us a shout-out.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm the Bard in training, and if you ever need anything such as a book recommendation, story recommendation, help with an idea or story in general, I'm always available in the library or in DMs. Speaking of DMs, if you have any questions that you didn't manage to get out during the Q&A section of Hitting the Books, you can feel free to DM those to me here on Discord or at Twitter at Homestuck-Homie. We've already got one for this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Did you have fun tonight, Gamsey? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Delta!
Yo, I'm Dilla, your resident Mad Scotsman. You'll find me hanging about Kit's channel, doing mod stuff, usually playing games, Destiny, Warframe and such. If you ever want to join me, you're more than welcome, and if you ever have anything that you need a hand with, give me a shout and I'll see if I can help.
How do you consistently, in your tabletop forays, of which you had no experience prior to joining my community, how do you consistently get the short end of the stick? How does that keep happening, Delta?
It's probably because I'm cursed, who knows?
I mean,
What
Jeff-
short of the stick? You literally get to go feed the crows with
Jeff-
your girlfriend.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Good. Brightwind Inc. was here feeding me lines backstage for Rockham. You can find him over at these things in these places. He does a lot of art for the channel. I appreciate him being here even if he can't talk, and I hope that I did his character justice. I also hope that he had fun tonight. Nightfall, give us a shout out.
I am Nightfall the Kitsune. I do emails and stuffs and things. I don't do arts like other people. But I do important stuff. I'm always in the Discord. If you ever need anything, feel free to give me a poke. Arttober. Really need to get that post up. I'm full of today. I am so tired. So I'm just going to just sit and exist. So have a good night.
Sit and pet your cat and vibe and all that good stuff. Transcat, give us a shout out.
Hey guys, Trisker here. I might have to run in and save these guys again somehow.
Again.
Save us from
Yeah.
what? The crows?
Ourselves, apparently.
Yes, each other. I am a mod for Kit's channel, and I hang around on the Discord, and I knit soft and fluffy things. And I also have a cat to pet, so, there's that. But, if you ever need anything, feel free to bend my ear, because I'm always happy to help.
Did you have fun
Is that
tonight,
what you
Burb?
Oh, always. Even if I was just laughing at the rest of these jokers.
I mean, you're the one who said, I went to bed, so that's on you.
Yeah, well, long day.
Yep. For my part, I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, though unfortunately, I'm a bit under the weather at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow, but I am going to make the attempt. If I do, we've got Control in the afternoon, and then we have some prep work for the upcoming Dice-Icive action Crown of Fangs, a Tomb of Annihilation 5th edition module playthrough premiering in July. I might do a little bit of prep for that in the evening, and hopefully I can do Control in the afternoon. For now, I'm going to get out of here, but when I do, I'll be hosting someone. It's someone who I like, someone who I hope that you all will like, and can spread some of the love that was felt here today over on their channel. And check back here, because I'm always hosting someone, and you might find your new favorite streamer that way. For now, though, as ever, it's time for me to leave you with these parting words. From myself and my keepers, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time as we venture once more into Waterdeep with a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.